Good morning, good morning, good morning. Can everybody hear me? Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Welcome to Morning Kickoff with Unbiased Opinion. I am your host, Tony, also known as Low Tone Tony, Couch Scout Extraordinaire, and Pastor Trenches. How is everybody doing this morning? Has everybody gotten the cobwebs out their eyes? Got that fresh Listerine, in your mouth, brush your teeth, you know, uh, decided what their day is going to look like. Have you got up and controlled the temperature this morning? Set the thermostat for what your day is going to look like and then control that temperature. Yeah, yeah, that just hit me right at the very moment. Before we get started, as usual, go ahead, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, turn on the post notification bell if you already have not done so. Select all, that way you'll be made aware whenever I go live, which is each and every morning, Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. Eastern Time. All right. As always, we're building real football conversation over here, so there's no fake hot takes, no media spin, just facts, the film, and football context. So make sure you check the links in the YouTube description. All right, the links are definitely at the bottom of the YouTube description. Um, Check for exclusive content on Patreon, member discussions, and deeper football breakdowns. All right. And also remember that Unbiased Opinion Sports Talk is part of the Carolina Armchair GM network. So as usual, as always, we're gonna shake a little honey from the tree today. And today we're gonna be discussing the quarterback and the running backs. I know the quarterback is everyone's favorite topic. So I figured we can go ahead and get that out the way today. I started to switch Thursdays and Friday topics and let the quarterback linger in your mind throughout the weekend. But no, I said I'm just gonna stick with how I originally have it set up. So that's what we're going to do. But yeah, that's today's topic: the structure, the structure from the quarterback to the running backs, and how they can benefit uh one another. So at the end of the show, I hope to leave you with three conclusions. Bryce Young improved in 2025, but his next test is consistent offensive command. The Carolina running back room has different skill sets, but the workload and dependable roles must still be established. In the offense, should not ask Bryce to replace the structure or ask the running game to hide the quarterback. Both must make the other more effective. All right. So I hope by the end of today's show that you come to those three conclusions. And if so, I feel like my job has uh been accomplished for the day. It definitely has been accomplished for the day. Hey, it's a smooth. Oh, well, it don't even say what the temperature here is today. The temperature has dropped. What's the temperature? Oh, it's 100 degrees Fahrenheit. Temperature is set to drop tomorrow here in the UAE. What's your guys' temperature where you're located at? Yeah. Let me know. I will be I would like to know that. So let's see who's in the room today. Neznami Inquisitor 78 says, "Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Neznami. Appreciate you for tapping in. Good to see you this morning. Make sure you hit that like button. I do want to comment on this. The likes did go up a little bit yesterday. I appreciate you guys' effort for making sure that you hit that like button. If you're watching the stream through Unbiased Opinion Sports Talk, which is my channel. Carolina Armchair GM CJ, that is CJ's channel, streaming to both channels each morning. Yeah, I would greatly appreciate that you hit the like button on both. And if you haven't subscribed, subscribe to both. That will also be greatly appreciated. All right. NH Official said, "What's good? What's good, my guy? Glad to see you this morning. Thank you for tapping in. Let me know what the temperature is like where you're located." All right. Kevin Hubbard said, "Good morning, Panthers Nation." Hey, good morning to you, Kevin. Appreciate you for tapping in as well. What's the temperature like where you at? Ray Shock said, "Tone, Ray Shock, what's happening? Appreciate you for tapping in, my guy. What's the temperature like where you at this morning?" Jay Hudge says, "Good morning. Top of the morning to you, sir. Thank you for checking in. As always, Jay Hudge definitely communicates with me every day on Patreon. He can attest that I do drop information to all three tiers, even the free members, every day. And I look forward to interacting with my members over there in the community. Things are getting ready to ramp up over there since football season now is approaching us. So I think things over there in the community will be ramping up. Tim Bollock says, "Good morning, Tim. Appreciate you for tapping in. Hey, you guys, make sure you hit that like button as I mentioned before." All right. Nesnami said 3. "I honestly think the dark horse in the quarterback room this year is Haynes King." Because I watched that guy in college, and I'm telling you, the man's a beast. Definitely a dual threat. Yeah, we'll touch on that a little bit, Nesnami. I have my own thoughts on a Haynes King, but you are correct in one sense. He is definitely a dual threat. He's probably one of the toughest quarterbacks that you would see out there. Um, yeah, he's definitely built for it. But yeah, I'm gonna leave it there for right now. Rashak says 75 degrees where you at, my guy. I see. Candy Girl 803, what's happening? Appreciate you for tapping in like always. Thank you for being here. You guys make sure you hit that like button. I greatly appreciate it. Candy Girl, what's the temperature like where you at this morning? What is the temperature like? Let me know. I'm going to drop the link for anybody that wants to pull up and join the panel. All right. All right. There's a link. Anybody that wants to pull up and join the morning discussion. Jonte Rozier said, "What's good, Tony? What's good, Jonte? Hey, appreciate you for tapping in as well, my guy. Make sure you hit that like button on your way in. I greatly appreciate it." Okay. Who else we got? Cole Rory, morning, my guy. Keep pounding, barely up, but I made it. Hey, long as the man upstairs woke you up this morning, you was able to open your eyes on the right side of the dirt. It's gonna always be a blessed morning, my friend. Thank you for tapping in. I see you, Ray Shock. I'm gonna bring you up in 1 second. Mello the Great said, biased opinion. What up? What's up, Milo? Appreciate you for tapping in, my guy. Appreciate you for tapping in. Hit that like button for me on your way in. J Hud says 76 in Charlotte. Okay. All right. Broski said, "Good morning, Tony. Everyone. Good morning, Broski. Thank you for tapping in. Appreciate you being here. Hit that like button on your way in." Candy Girl said, "Right now 77, but a high will be 98. Yeah, I wish I could see 77 degrees at some point in the day where I'm located at, but I know last night it was like 1:30 in the morning. It was still 100 degrees. So yeah, hell season is officially here, and I'm living proof of it. Yeah. Oh, Candy Girl shouting out Milo. D Cash, what's good, my guy? He said, Tony, hey, what's going on, D Cash? SC said, low tone. What's up, low tone? What's going on, SC? Hey, appreciate you guys tapping in this morning. Make sure you hit that like button. I appreciate it. Candy Girl with the fire emojis, and Candy Girl said D Cash. And Coro says 73, supposed to get to 100. Okay. All right. Rashak, I'm about to bring you up right now, my guy. Rashak, what's going on?
What it do? What it do?
What it do, my guy?
Yeah,
What
I
it
finally
do?
caught one early. I finally caught one early. I usually I don't know why I ain't been getting the notification, but I usually get up, and by the time I get on, you done been done a whole damn show. So a lot of times I come in, I catch the replay and shit. So
Yeah.
I really just caught the show this morning, and I still didn't get the notification. I really had to hop on, and then I seen this shit. It said notify so it said notify something, and I hit the button. So that's how I knew. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, I'm here
When
though.
you
Yeah, yeah.
when you hit that when you subscribe and you hit that post notification bell, is it on personalized on all? Because if it's on all, it should let you know um
Well,
whenever
I
I go
think
live.
I think it's on personalized. Like as soon as I hit as soon as I hopped on YouTube, I seen the thing up there, and it said, "Do you want hit the hit button to notify?" So I do it manually, so it don't just automatically tell me. Like if I
Okay.
get on YouTube, yeah,
If you go back to where you subscribe that and hit that bell notification, if it's on personalized, change it to all, and that way you will always be alerted when I'm about to go live, so you don't have to do it manually.
yeah, okay, yeah, because I know a lot of times, like even with everybody show, like if I hit on especially like Tuesday, I hit like
Yeah.
YouTube, then I go down my feed and I see notify like all everybody I follow and shit, like subscribe to,
Okay.
and it'd be like this,
Okay.
yeah. So it don't like tell me automatically unless I hit the button and be like notify me.
Okay.
But yeah,
All right.
I got you though. Yeah, I got you.
All right. Shout out Quante Lewis. He said, "What's good, Tony? What's good, Quante? Hey, thank you for tapping in, my guy. Make sure you hit that like button on your way in. I would greatly appreciate it." So we're gonna go ahead and get into it, Rashad. So Bryce Young is coming off the best statistical season of his NFL career, but that does not mean the Panthers' offensive structure is a finished product. Carolina had also enters camp with Chuba Hubbard, a returning Jonathon Brooks, veteran power back A.J. Dillon, Trevor Etienne, and several unanswered questions about how those roles will fit together. Okay. Um, when football fans talk about quarterbacks, the conversation usually swings too far one way, either giving them all the credit when things go right or all the blame when things go wrong. But in our case, it's like vice versa when you're talking about Bryce. But we know it's never that simple. The protection, the play calling, the receivers, the running backs, and the situation all play a role. Bryce Young showed real progress in 2025 with career highs across the board, and Carolina backed that up by picking up his fifth year option. That tells you the organization believes in where he's headed, but now the expectations change. At the same time, the running game still has questions to answer. Hey, hit your mic button for me, Rashad, if you don't mind.
All right, all right,
Uh,
all right, all right. All right.
Chuba Hubbard brings experience. Jonathon Brooks brings upside but limited NFL reps. And AJ Dillon adds a power element at the injury shortened stretch. So, yes, Carolina has options, but options don't automatically turn into answers. Those The real question is whether Bryce and this run game can come together to give Brad Idzik a dependable offensive structure. That's what we're breaking down today. So, the first topic of the day, of course, Bryce Young's command test. All right. So, as always, I'm going to give you the facts. Bryce Young produced career highs in passing yards, touchdowns, completion percentage, and passer rating during the 2025 season. Carolina exercised Young's fifth-year option, placing him under contract through the 2027 season. During 2026 offseason work, Dave Canales publicly emphasized Young's growing ownership and command of the offense. Carolina current quarterback room includes Bryce Young, Kenny Pickett, the now retired Will Greer, who is no longer here, and rookie Haynes King. So let me put it in context for you. Quarterback command is bigger than throwing statistics. It includes recognizing defensive structure before the snap, confirming or adjusting protection, understanding where pressure may come from, getting the offense aligned correctly, knowing when to take a check down, knowing when the defense is giving him an opportunity to attack, managing the pocket without leaving clean protection too early, avoiding sacks and negative plays that kill drives, operating third down in the red zone, staying composed when the original play breaks down. Young's 2025 improvement is important, but this season should determine whether that growth becomes a dependable weekly standard. So, Rashak, since it's just you and I on the panel, so I have a question for you. Is Bryce Young ready to become the consistent operator of Carolina offense, or does he still need a structure around him to carry too much of the responsibility? What say you, my friend?
I think as far as structure, what you mean like as far as like everything, as far as like the coaching staff or as the like the weapons, like offensive line or just everything in total.
Well, you can look at it in its totality. So I mean, because I think from the offense coordinator to the quarterback, that communication is important to for setting the structure, and then the quarterback making sure that that structure carries onto the field. So yeah, you can include the coach in there as well.
Okay, well, I think with him going in his fourth year, his third year in the system, only thing I worry about is I don't know how Brad Idzik is going to be as an offensive coordinator. But I believe that regardless of the offensive coordinator, the system is still going to be the same. So I feel as if Dave Canales might have done Bryce Young a favor and turned the play calling over to somebody who can focus mainly on the offense and somebody who has worked closely with Bryce the last 2 years. And with Bryce, I feel like last year he showed like he commanded the offense down, and especially that last game versus the LA Rams. So yeah, if
Okay.
you want to ask me, do I think he can? Yes, I believe he can, and I believe he will this year.
Okay. So, on that same note, what does Bryce have to prove beyond passing statistics to prove he can fully command the offense?
Uh, I mean, he he's shown. I put it like this. I would say I don't even know if it's necessarily him or if it was Dave Canales. But as far as aggression,
Hmm.
taking chances, more chances, that's what I want to see.
Being more
As far as
aggressive.
coaching, yeah, coaching like playing and coaching violent, playing, like not coaching scared. Not like I said, when I mentioned Dave Canales, it's like, well, if somebody calls a play and is it that he's choosing to check down those times, or is the coach not calling those plays? Because I know somebody asked him in a interview one day. They were like, "Well, why are you calling more deep balls?" And he was like, "Well, when we execute them more, then I'll call more." So it's like
Hmm.
you know I believe regardless, man, whoever the offensive coordinator is going to be, I know it's going to be Brad Idzik, but as far as like, I want them to give Bryce more freedom to change the plays and stuff like that. That's what I want to really see, and I want him to be more aggressive down the field.
So, but do you think being more aggressive, getting the ball down the field, or throwing the ball down the field, that proves that he has full command of the offense, or is it just being able to audible more at the line of scrimmage, check out of a play when the defense is not giving you the look that that the first play commands, or things of that nature. Because I think full command means more than just getting the ball down the field more often than not. I think it's more to
Yeah,
it than that. What you think?
yeah. Like as far as changing the plays at the line, because whenever you think about guys who have command of the offense, like Aaron Rodgers, Patrick Mahomes, you know, the offensive
Mhm.
coordinator call the plays, but what do? They give those guys for the most part autonomy to change the play as they
Yeah,
see fit.
autonomy. Yeah,
Yeah, to change the players they see fit. Now, you may have, I don't know if this is more so old school. I don't know if many new school coaches do this, but I remember back in the day, they would be like, this what we go, this the play call, and this what you gonna run. Don't change. You know what I'm saying?
right,
So
right.
yeah, so now I think I don't know every coach. I don't know like a guy like Andy Reid. I don't know if he can, call a play. I don't well, put it like this: if you got a star quarterback, they gonna have those responsibilities. Now, I don't know if they're giving Bryce those same, type
Yeah.
opportunities to do that. But I believe, just like you said, I believe for him to take command of the offense, I want him to have more responsibility as far as being a being able to change the plays and do all that. That's what I want to see more of. But
Okay.
I'm pretty like I said, every quarterback, I don't give a damn who you is, they have the option to change plays. But I'm talking about like this full command, like offensive coordinator, like you already know because there's some head coaches that call plays, the offensive coordinator that call plays that know who their quarterback is and know, hey, this play I'm gonna call, and they know. Hey, man, they got them. Whatever you see
Yeah.
fit. So yeah, so
Yeah.
I
So
really don't know.
no, go ahead. I'm
Yeah,
sorry. Go ahead.
all right. I know I'm being long with it. I know I'm being long with it, but yeah, man, like whenever you know you got that certified quarterback, you allow them to do as they see fit. I guess you know what I'm saying. But I agree with you though.
Yeah.
Like I want to, yeah, I want to see him have more responsibility and take more chances. That's what I want to see, and I
Okay.
think he's gonna
But
do it this year.
Rock Jones, as the he made a very good comment right here. He said he needs to be under center more. Um, do you think, would you like to see more play action? Would you like to see Bryce under center more? And before I'm gonna give you my thought on that, because being under center as opposed to the shotgun benefits the quarterback more. It keeps the defense on their heels because they don't know if it's going to be a run or pass. One thing I know I would like to see Bryce get better at is selling the pass in play action. Peyton Manning was an artist when it came to selling the pass, making you believe that he's getting ready to hand the ball off, and then play action into a pass. I think Bryce needs to be better at that. I think he turns his head around too quick to get into the throw. I don't think he sells it enough, in my opinion. But what you think? Would you like to see him up under center more? Would you see a lot more? Would you like to see a lot more play action pass from Bryce?
Uh, honestly, I would rather see him more. I'd rather see them spread it out more. Now, I don't know if that under the center versus in the shotgun. I want to put him in position where he has been good at like really good at like coming out of college and high school stuff like that. Like that's what I want to see more of. Like how they use them like coming up.
Yeah,
Now as
I mean,
far as like I don't really know the percentages as far as what Dave Canales has been doing. Like if he's been under center more or if he's been more in the shotgun spread. I
hmm
don't know the numbers, but that's why I really can't answer that question. I don't really know how much more
well,
he's. Go ahead.
well, no, I'm gonna say it's. I mean, I don't know the exact numbers. I could get them, but I would be. I think it would be safe to say that Bryce is more in the shotgun or pistol formation than he is under center. I think that's a given. What Rock Jones was saying that he wanted to see him more under center, and like I said, being under center, being under center gives you more of an illusion. It presents more difficulty to the defense because they can't just look at and tell whether you're going to run or pass. Being in a shotgun, 9 times out of 10, most people know a pass is coming if you're in a shotgun. Now you can be in the pistol with the running back right behind you, um, and that they don't know whether it's going to be a handoff, whether it's going to go left or to the right, or are you going to fake it and roll out, or just faking it's a quick pass. I mean, the pistol provides difficulties and stuff like that, but just line up in the shotgun, that is more predictable in my opinion than anything. But like Rock Jones was saying, being under center allows you to put more pressure on the defense and have them think, because they can't just pin their ears back and rush. Yeah, they just can't pin their ears back and rush and come after you because they don't know if it's going to be or run or pass. And in my opinion, I would like to see more of that, and I definitely would like to see more motion and shifts in the offense because everything tells a story pre-snap. The defense is trying to tell you a story by the way they line up, because they may show you one thing pre-snap and then another thing post-snap. The offense, you're trying to gather information. You're trying to get the defense to show their hand, what they're doing, what scheme they run. Are they in cover two, cover four? Is it a cover three buzz? Is there a blitz coming off from the blind side, from the nickel? It's just different stuff. Like there's a chess match. Like I always say, there's a chess match within a chess match on each and every play. But when you have the shift and the motions, and you got a quarterback that's lined up on the center, you can gain a lot more information than just being in the shotgun, in my opinion.
I mean, do you think he can? I know as far as it being predictable, but I'm more of a like I really don't care what if he's under center more or if he's in shotgun or the pistol. I'm more of a in the flow type of guy. Like I mean, because the flow of the game also dictates, what plays you call and you know, because if you are down in a game, 9 times out of 10, you're probably gonna be in shotgun more. But if the game is close, tied, or like especially in the beginning of games, you're probably gonna be a little bit more under center, run the ball a little bit more, do stuff like that. So I mean, you know,
Yeah, I
you
got
know,
you.
it really doesn't matter to me. I mean, you just gotta, you know, call the plays and gotta execute.
Yeah. Um. So hold on real quick. Let me catch up on some of these um comments. Seco, Cool C said, "Good morning, Tony. Good morning, my guy. Thank you for tapping in this morning. Hit that like button on your way in. I would greatly appreciate it. You know, I'm not gonna read your other comment because I told you I wasn't gonna do that. Ain't no love lost though. Uh, Deontay White say, "Yo, yo, what up, Deontay? Hey, I'm glad to see you, my guy. Hit the like button and subscribe. I know you probably subscribe to CJ channel, but my channel now is Unbiased Opinion Sports Talk. I do stream to both channels each morning. So if you would hit the subscribe button, turn the post notification, turn on the post notification bell, select all, so you'll be made aware when I go live. And hey, if you want to hit the panel, Deontay, feel free to hit the link. It's in the chat. If it's not, let me know and I'll post it again, man. Uh, Rock Jones says, "Good morning, Captain Velvet Tone." Yeah, good morning to you, Rock. What's happening? Appreciate that comment that you had about being under center. Uh, let's see. SC Panther Boy said, "I think BY9 got to find a way to win when the game or defense isn't in our favor. That would show growth in him as a young vet to me." I agree. I think we've seen glimpses of it, but wanting it to be more consistent. I think that would make a lot of people happy. Consistency. And hey man, you're not no more long winded than Mr. Buttcrack, South Carolina, and Nick Greasy. He talking to you, Rashad.
Uh,
He talking about Will and and Nick Gaskins.
what
And
if
Will gonna
I can't
get
I
you,
can't see
huh?
you're not hold up. You say, hey man, you're not so more long winded than Mr.
Miss
Who? Hold on.
Mr.
I
Buttcrack,
can't
South
see.
Carolina. That's what he called it. Don't worry about reading it to you. Then Mr.
Oh,
Buttcrack, South
oh, oh, oh.
Carolina, and Nick Greasy. He's talking about Will Robinson and Nick Gaskins. That's all.
Oh, I,
That's
okay. I know Nick,
yeah.
but yeah, the other dude, yeah.
Yeah, you know Will. You seen Will. Tighten Up Sports said, "What up, bro? What's going on, Tighten Up Sports? Thank you for tapping in. Make sure you hit the like button as well and subscribe if you haven't already done it." Uh Broski says Bryce can't get away with doing things in the NFL the way he did in college. Being under center benefits the run game more. It gives the running back time to build momentum before reaching the line. That is true. That is very beneficial for the running back as well. SC so what's up, Milo? Yeah. Broski said being under center also keeps the defense guessing more. Facts. Sideburn 21 says, Good morning, my guy. Appreciate you for tapping in this morning. Hit that like button as always. Uh Ronnie Young said, fellas, good morning to the real day one Panther fans. No fence riding in this amusement park. True blue through and through. Hey, I appreciate that, Ronnie. Thank you for tapping in, my guy. Thank you for tapping in. Make sure you hit that like button, all right? And Reality Beat says BY9 knows how to win a game at the end. The defense has to have his back. Yeah, he does know how to win at the end, but we want him to win from the beginning, though. Reality, I think that's what everybody would like to see. I think that would benefit the Panthers as a whole by not starting off slow, and you have to depend on fourth quarter or last possession heroics. If you could do it then, you surely can do it at the beginning of the game. So that's what I'm hoping for, and I'm pretty sure that that's what majority of Panther Nation is hoping for as well. But appreciate you for tapping in, my guy. I'm gonna drop the link again in case it's not in the chat anymore. If anybody else want to join, come up, give their opinion on this discussion for today. We're talking about the quarterback and running backs. All right. So, Rashad, let me ask you this, because you mentioned about the aggressiveness that you would like to see more from Bryce. Can Bryce become more aggressive without abandoning the decision making discipline that helped him improve, or that would help him improve?
Yeah, because if you look at the stats says he was one of the better deep ball throwers last year, but on only on like a few attempts, like not really many attempts. So you
Yeah,
gotta think
he was
about it.
20. He was 18 out of 22.
Yeah. So if you think about it, if you can double that, you know now you ain't gotta worry about people talking about, oh, the 3,000 yards, the 54 yards. Like, I thought it was just, I don't think we have enough fast twitch, those twitchy guys that can break tackles. So many times last year, whether it was Chuba Hubbard, whether it was Rico, whether it was any of the receivers, like those big body guys, like those, they can get up in traffic and
Mm-hmm.
get those catches and put a shoulder into you. But when it comes to those open field, that one on one, so many times I seen Schuber and motherfucking Enrico, and even at times like Jimmy Horn, a little quick screen, one got a beat, they can't break the tackle.
Right.
Shoestring, something like that. It's like, damn, all you gotta do. I've seen it so many times. That's what I think we really missing. Now, Jonathan, now we gonna get to the running backs, but yeah, you know where
Yeah.
I'm going.
Well, we'll get to we'll
Uh,
get to the running backs.
yeah,
So
yeah.
is that more of a is that more of a Bryce Young problem or the receivers problem?
Like I said, we have bigger, more physical type receivers that can catch over somebody. Like, it can be a 3rd and 10, and you can throw that thing up, and Jalen Coker or Tip, they can go up and snatch it up out the air. But then when you got those
Yeah.
quick twitchy guys, you can kind of just throw a little quick screen and they can Tyreek Hill you or something like that and get about 15,
Yeah.
20 yards. Yeah, we don't
Yeah.
have that.
Well,
we got some.
that's why I'm asking you. You say we don't have that, so I'm asking you: is that more of a Bryce Young problem, or is that the receivers' problem that they can't break tackles or create separation? To get yards after the catch.
I mean, it's probably a little bit of both at times because like those guys get opened at times too, and sometimes Bryce, you're not gonna be accurate all the time. So I mean, I think it's always half and half. But I think as far as like the play calling and him being more aggressive, I mean, you have to throw those short intermediate passes. You have to run the ball to set up the deep throws. So as long as you run the ball
Mm-hmm.
and throw and you got guys who can make plays. Because if you throwing screens and guys only getting 1 or 2 yards because they can't break a tackle, I mean, and then you talk, that's like 2 yards a pop right there. So now you probably looking at like 3rd and 5, 3rd and 4. Guys like Jalen Coker and Ted, those guys, big body guys, they can get those short routes. But I think he has to he has to do this year. He has to throw the ball deep. He got to.
But
I
the
don't get.
call the I didn't mean to cut you off, but I know you keep because you keep saying that,
Yeah.
but we also have to remember too the receivers have a job of getting open, and the offensive coordinator has a job of calling those deep shot plays. So everything has to be in rhythm. You can't just say, "Oh, I want to see 10 to 15 deep shot balls from Bryce each game." Well, the play caller may not call for 10 to 15 deep shots the game. Because if the defense is not presenting you with a favorable matchup in order to take those deep shots, then there's I mean, what do you? There's nothing Bryce can do at that point. There's nothing he can do at that point. If the defense for whatever reason sits back in the cover two shell all game and it's preventing you from going over the top, then you have to defeat the defense with what they're giving you, not try to force it just because you want to see deep shots down the field. It just don't work like that.
Yeah,
The coordinator has to call the plays when it's favorable for the quarterback to take those shots. And I think a lack of a consistent running game throughout the season plays a part in that. Because if you know much about Canales' offense, the same way he was in Tampa Bay with that 1 year he was there, it's the same way Pete Carroll ran the offense in Seattle, who Dave Canales and Brad Idzik and Darrell Bevel all came up under. They like to play action, run the ball. If they see a safety drop down in the box and you got single half safety, then they'll take their shot. But that doesn't happen 10 to 15 times a game unless you have a running game that commands that. If your running game commands a extra man in the box as a safety coming down, then yeah, you can do that. But that's why I talk about the structure and everything working in rhythm. Is that connected tissue. Everything has to be on schedule in order to get the things or see the things that you want to see. That makes sense?
yeah, I get what you're saying. Yeah, cause it's like
Yeah.
if you're in the NBA and they taking away the three. I mean, you can try to force it, over somebody and take a bad shot. But you know what I'm saying? So yeah, you have to run the ball and do things like that to set it up. But I mean, if if teams, I mean, at the end of the day, bro,
Mm-hmm.
he still gonna have to attack. He still have to got them find some ways, try to create some ways to get it deep. But because that 6.3 average is not gonna do. It's not gonna do it. I don't give a damn with nobody. So that 6.3
Right.
yards per attempt, no sir, it's not going. It's not.
I feel you.
But
I
yeah, I
feel
get
you.
what you're
Hey,
saying.
hey.
Yeah,
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
yeah, I get what you're saying though, cause like I said, it's like when you in the NBA, you see guys like Steph, they take them off the 3-point line and they try to force them to go to the rim, and I get it. You can't force it, but you got
Right.
to try to create ways. You got to try to create ways to get that thing deep. But I get what you're
Yeah.
saying though. I get what you're saying. Yeah.
Yeah, no doubt. No doubt. Hey, Ronnie Young said true progress has evolved. It is evolved with growth within the game as well. Rhythm, consistency, and continuity within the offense has to be established early. That's why coaching and play calling is essential. That's big facts. That is big facts. Go up here and catch a couple of these real quick. J Hudge said neither play calling. Okay, J Hudge. Tim Butler said depends on where the ball is placed. What you mean by that, Tim? Be a little bit more specific. Yeah, I read that by Titan. Broski said, "Does anyone really have any confidence that Brooks will be anything? I'm basically not counting him, Hubbard and Etienne or whoever else they sign after Brooks goes. Those are the running backs. I think that's what you're trying to say, Broski. But let me bring my brother from another mother up to the stage real quick. Mr. Graybeard himself. Tip drill Will is what I call him. Will Robinson. What's happening, my brother?
What's going on?
I can't call it. I can't call it. What's good?
Hanging in there, man. Having a beautiful DC morning.
Oh, you still in DC, huh?
Yeah, I'll be here until Friday.
Okay. All
Yeah.
right. All right. So you have you heard most of what we've been talking about so far this morning?
Had a late start this morning, just got through jogging, so no, I hadn't heard most of it.
Okay, no problem. Let me hit you. Let me hit you with the debate question. Today we're talking about the quarterback and the running backs.
Oh boy.
And yeah, and firstly we're talking about Bryce and his structure, things of that nature. So the question is Bryce Young ready to become the consistent operator of Carolina offense, or does he still need the structure around him to carry too much of the responsibility? What say you?
If Bryce needs to carry the offense, or do we still need a lot of structure around him? That's the two options.
No, is he ready to become the consistent operator of Carolina's offense, or does he still need the structure around him, meaning everybody else around him, to carry too much of the responsibility?
Uh, I would say he's ready. He's ready for it. I think if he's not ready for it, then he has the problem. Because you know, um, with Bryce, I mean, well, with at this point in our offensive journey,
Yeah,
he has to do his, like they used to like to say, Bryce do his 1 of 11. He has to do his part, but his part is a large portion of it. And is year 3 in this structure, is year 3 in this offense. They've made the investments. Um, he has to carry his part of this offense. That I mean,
right.
I don't know if that's splitting hairs, but in my opinion, that's where he has to be. He has to carry his portion of this offense.
Okay. Um, carry his portion. What? Lean into that a little bit more, Will. When you
Okay.
say carry his portion of the offense, like what exactly do you mean?
So a quarterback carries more than his 1 of 11.
Right.
Um, like people say, oh, you got to do your 1 of 11, blah 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 blah. You know, Rob Hunt does his 1 of 11, right? um, he's 25% of the offense at a minimum. He's
Okay.
25% of the offense. They got you the wide receivers you need, in my opinion. They got a decent enough running game. I believe that the offensive line is a strength.
Okay.
Um, Now it is your time to be the guide on bearer of the offense. Everybody has to be able to run to and through you. So,
Okay, I see what you're saying.
um, I don't. Basically, I'm trying to take the gloves off and say he has no excuses.
Right.
Um, that doesn't mean that his excuses turn into wins, because and I hate to use this analogy because everybody getting up in arms, but Joe Burrow doesn't have any excuses, but you know that Joe Burrow is the captain of that damn ship over there.
Right. Yeah.
You know
That's
what I
true.
mean?
That's true.
It may not equate to wins, but you don't blame goddamn Joe Burrow for the losses.
That is big facts. that
So
that is big facts.
I don't know. I
So
don't. That's like I said. I don't know if I'm splitting hairs here, but that's what I think.
well, it's my job to shake a little honey from the tree every morning. So that's
Mm-hmm.
what I'm here for. So on that note, so I asked Rashak this question earlier. What does Bryce Young have to prove beyond his passing statistics to prove he can fully command the offense? But what does he need to do to prove that he has fully command of the offense?
That's a good one. So,
And Broski
mm,
said, "Do not compare Bryce to Joe Burrow." Will.
see what I'm saying? You get it? As soon as you use an analogy, they sweat they all of the Bryce detractors come running.
Yeah.
Now,
Go ahead.
Broski, I was not comparing Bryce to Joe Burrow. I was using the analogy of how Joe Burrow, even though he might not win the game, he's not the reason they lost the game.
Right. Gotcha.
Jesus. Amen, dog. Okay, so you remember when we were talking about Brad Idzik, and we were talking about, and I said a couple of days ago, I said that, making sure the offense has rhythm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we talked about that.
Right. And everybody was like, command offense, blah, 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 blah. Offense has rhythm. So, in the face of adversity, Bryce Young needs to be able to walk into the huddle or come out of the huddle, whichever situation he's in, and still able to turn chicken boo-boo into chicken salad.
I'm gonna go with water into wine. How about that
Right.
one?
There you go. Water in the wine. So that shows that when he went to the line of scrimmage, he might have been in danger, right? By the time that play is over, he still got 6 yards. And the defense is still a myth of how he pulled that off. And that starts in training camp where the offense has rhythm. He has command of the playbook. Everybody is on sync and everybody's looking at him to be able to execute that plan.
Okay.
I think that makes a good QB.
So that's the only thing you feel like he needs to improve to show that he fully command the offense?
So he's done some of that already.
Right.
It has to be consistent. I don't think that he's had that consistency yet.
So
don't
Broski
think.
says, "Oh, I thought you were finished. Go ahead."
No. I was saying, I can't read what he's saying. I was running around the room.
He said Bryce only threw for 200 yards in 4 regular season games last season.
Go.
Bryce threw for 2,877 yards his rookie year and 3,011 last year. He also threw for more interceptions last season than any season. Okay, Broski, we know that. What's your point? Yeah, well, go ahead, Will.
Yeah. So it just has to be more consistent. So there's plenty of things that you could point to on the negativity, on like the negative aspects of Bryce's journey.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people who do not watch Panther football are shocked when they saw that playoff game. They were a lot of people were shocked because that was the first time they tuned in.
Right.
He just got to be able to do that all 17 games.
Right. Check this out. I dropped a poll, the first poll of the day, in the chat. I mean, up on the screen. It says, "What is Bryce Young's biggest proof point in entering 2026?" 1 is full game consistency. 2 is protection command. 3 is explosive passing, and 4 is red zone execution. If you would put 1, 2, 3, or 4 in the comments, the poll will tabulate, and in a few minutes, we will get to the end results. But yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4 in the comments, and the poll will tabulate your answers. And I greatly appreciate it. There's over like 57 people watching right now between the two channels, so I would greatly appreciate you guys' participation in the poll. Shout out to the Ville Kid Show. Freddie, he said consistency is definitely key. And he also said both analogies fit the situation. OG, salute to you both. Good morning. Good morning, Freddie. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe. But I already know you subscribe, but just make sure you hit that like button on your way in. Ronnie B. Young said, I stand on the mountain alone when it comes to Jonathon Brooks being a Cyclops eye of the running back room. His vision combined with strength and home run ability is the key to unlock Bryce. Okay, Ronnie, but we haven't got to the running backs yet. But I appreciate that comment though. But we're about to get to it real soon.
Hey, Tom.
Yeah, yeah.
Hold on, I want to make sure you don't have no background now. Hold on. Is everything good? Yes or no?
No, I don't hear nothing. You good.
Okay, yeah. I just want to turn my fan on because I ain't want that the air blowing all in there. You know what I'm saying?
No, you good. You good. You good, my guy. Broshi
Uh,
said, let's keep in mind Bryce was the first overall pick in the draft, barely eclipsing 3,000 yards, and year 3 isn't cutting it. He needs to do much better. Okay, Broski. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Broski also said Bryce needs to be the reason the Panther win games as opposed to the team winning despite Bryce. So I vehemently did disagree with that, Broski, but everybody's entitled to their opinion. NH official said 250 yards for 17 games shouldn't be hard. I can agree with you on that, NH. And the Ville kid said, Tone, he's saying Bryce needs to be a game changer rather than a game manager. Well, hey, if that's what he's saying. That's what he's saying. I'm not here to decrypt his comments. So yeah. So
Can
yeah,
I?
only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Only 6 people voted so far. We need people. I need more people to participate in the poll. Like I said, I greatly appreciate it. Who was that getting ready to say something? Was that you,
I think that
Rashad?
was him. No, I
Oh, that
think that
was
was him.
Will.
What he dropped? Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. He'll come back up. He'll come back up. All right. Um. What? So I already pretty much got everything from you when we're talking about Bryce. But what? Okay, there go Will. What, Rashad? What is your overall assessment for Bryce going into 2026?
Yeah. Sorry about
Assessment
that.
as in
Go ahead, Rashad.
assessment as,
Just
assessment as
just
in like what?
as him, the quarterback of the Panthers after 3 years, going to year 4, 2026. What is your overall assessment thus far?
Like a grade? You want to give him a grade? Like I think he's improved. I mean, when I
Okay.
talk to other people, yeah, when I talk to other people, sometimes I be on other shows. You try to tell them like he's improved, and they're like, "Where has he improved? Where has he improved?" I'm like, "Well, if you look at this stats, you can see he has improved every year. He started out terrible. He got vicious second year. He came back from that and he's been on an uphill climb since then. And I think in his fourth year, under the same system for the last 2 years, the voice is different with Brad calling plays now. But like I said, I think they're gonna give him more responsibility to change plays and maybe even call a few of his own plays. And for him to be the Bryce he need to be, we need to create more deep plays. You know what I mean? That don't mean force it into triple coverage. It just means you got to find ways to create. If you ain't got the weapons, if you ain't got the fast twitchy guys who can break tackles and make guys miss and get 15 to 20, 25 yards, you got to
Yeah.
call those plays and try to create those open deep plays. But that 6.3 ain't gonna do it, and that's my assessment. What I mean, I think he you know I give C plus B, something like that. What I mean,
Okay.
just based off from the bench to now. I that first year and that before he got benched, I'm a it's still there, but I ain't gonna hold that against him like as far as like other people do. Like some people, they that first year and that 54 yard, I'm like, okay, yeah, but
Okay.
he will. I believe he'll be better this year. I know he'll be better
All
this year.
right. Will, what were you trying to say before you dropped off and came back? I think you was
Yeah,
trying to say something.
I was participating in the poll and I hit the wrong button. Sorry.
Oh, so what is your overall assessment of Bryce Young after 3 years going into his year 4 of 2026?
Um, Bryce Young, he is. There's a reason why I'm saying he's above average. Although his stats don't call it out, the level of adversity that he had to overcome in this particular situation in Carolina,
Right.
most people would have crumbled under the pressure.
We have
And,
seen people crumble under pressure.
and the team has gotten consistently better every year. Now, you can say, oh, he could have done better, he should have done better, and you can point out the low amount of points, a low amount of yards in that Seattle game, or he only threw for 3,000 yards one season. Um, a prime quarterback cannot come back. A lot of great quarterbacks can't come back from 73 sacks in a season
Mm-hmm.
and come back and fight his way through that. No one likes to give him credit for that. And if he can battle through all of those things, what would make us believe that with a lot of the key ingredients he got this season, with a consistent defense, that he would not be successful? I give him, I don't know if it's a B plus, but I give him at least an 87 to 89 grade, where most players in this scenario would have folded with inside this situation.
That's a good point. That's a fair assessment. Let me welcome to the stage my brother, affectionately known as Pastor Coon Brisket, aka Deacon Silverback. PPP. What's happening, my guy?
Yeah. Greetings and salutations, gentlemen. I hope y'all are having an amazing morning.
Good
I hope
morning.
I hope the sun is
Oh,
shining
no.
bright in your faces. I hope your pillow stays
Already.
cool all night long.
Yes, sir, it
Wow.
did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool
What's
pillow.
going on, PPP?
What? Well, I'm very jovial this morning. I'm excited. I'm elated. you
Seven,
know,
8 o'clock in the morning. You jovial?
very, very much so. Very much so.
Uh-huh. I ain't gonna
Mm.
ask you what happened. I ain't gonna ask you what happened last night to make you so jovial this morning.
Oh,
Go
I'm gonna
ahead.
tell you.
Go ahead.
I'm,
Yeah. No, no. No,
I'm gonna tell
we can
you.
talk about that later.
I
Okay.
went to sleep and woke up. That's what happened. Yeah.
Hey,
I went to
Amen to
sleep and woke
that.
up by myself.
Amen to that. I
Glory,
know that's right.
glory.
I know
Yeah.
that's right. Hold on, let me read this super chat right here from Reality Beats 11 with that 4.99 super chat. Hey, I greatly appreciate that, Reality Beats. He said, with this defense that Bryce and this offense has to face every day in training camp, I have to think the run and pass game takes a big leap this year. That's always a possibility. That is our hope. Um, I think going into every season that the offense and the defense, the team as a whole, takes a leap forward and improve on the year prior. So yeah, I think that's what everyone would like to see. But I appreciate that 4.99 super chat from your reality. So PPP,
Yes, sir.
today's topic is about the quarterbacks and the quarterback. I ain't gonna say quarterbacks because there ain't no competition. So
It
about the
isn't.
quarterback and the running backs. And so the debate question I proposed to the panel is: Bryce Young ready to become the consistent operator of Carolina's offense, or does he still need the structure around him to carry too much of the responsibility? What say you, my friend?
Yeah, I think this has been explained in year. I want to say that's year going into year three. One
Mhm.
of 11. Uh,
Hold that thought real quick. Shout out Eternal252 for the 4.99 super chat. Appreciate it. He said, facts, reality, if we have a top 10 defense, we better not struggle with the many teams this year. All right. Appreciate you, Eternal, for that 4.99 super chat. Go ahead, PvP.
yeah, like I said, I believe that's already been explained from the horse's mouth. Both horses do your
Mm-hmm.
one of 11. Um, I don't believe that there's a thought process that's in the building where Bryce Young has to turn into this um, micromanaging boss or manager. Everybody does their part, and then there's times where Bryce Young will turn up. There's times where the people around him will do the same thing, i.e.,
Right.
running back. So I don't believe that there is going to be a situation where there's a diminishing of Bryce or diminishing of the team. I think ebbs and flows happen, but not in a negative thought process of a ebb and a flow. It's just going to be what the game yields, i.e., the Packers game last year, how we
Right.
utilize more of the run opposed to the pass due to conditions. And sometimes that's going to happen. You may have a game where there's low yardage. That doesn't mean that Bryce shrunk. And then there may be times where Bryce Young throws for 448. Shout out Red Swarm. So, I believe that both things can be true, just not in the direct thought process that was given with the question.
Okay. Real quick. Shout out Eternal252 for the 4.99 super chat once again. He said, let me be clear. If we have a top 10 defense, our offense better not be last in the league again. There is there is low standard in Carolina fans for the offense. Uh Good. You know what? Is that true, Will? Do you think there's a low standard in Carolina fans for the offense?
No, I don't think so. I think that people are being able to fairly assess where the offense where is the offense on the journey. So for example, no one knew Mike Jack was gonna be that kind of guy,
Mm,
right?
yeah,
And and
yeah, that's
and
true.
and, and Nick Scorton, I mean, he set the edge incredibly last season. I don't think that
Yes, he
anybody
did.
I don't think that anybody kind of knew that, right? Um, so I mean, so with all of that being said, I think that the offense evolution No one is saying that the offense doesn't have its share of warts and didn't make its own blunders, but
Right.
it it is still evolving. That doesn't mean because it's still evolving and you're fairly assessing the offense means that you have a low standard for the offense.
Yeah. I got you. Rashad, what you think about that? Do you think there's a low standard in amongst Carolina fans for the offense?
I always ask somebody when they say low standards, what's low standards? Because some people may think, if I say what's top 15, they might say, well, that's low standards. I mean, but he was what, 21 this past year? Like 20th is ranked.
Yeah.
So
But
I
I think
mean,
I
yeah,
think
so
I think that I think they're talking about the offense as a whole being ranked bottom, bottom third, bottom half of in total offense. We've been like 27th, 23rd, I think 29th. I think even when Dave Canales was in Tampa, there was like 24th, 25th, something like that. Basically, I think people want to see that Dave Canales' offense can get out of the bottom and make a jump. And since he's been here in Carolina, it's like it's been the same old when you tie it back to Tampa. So I think that's where a lot of people frustrations come
well, I
at when
mean,
they
it's a
talk
different voice
about
now.
yeah. Well, I
It's a
mean,
different
yeah,
voice.
yeah.
You
And so
know,
so you can only
it's
you can only hope that things will get better, right?
yeah.
Hey,
That
Tony.
that's
Hold on, PPP.
Go
Go
ahead.
go ahead, Rashad. Oh, go. Well, go ahead, PPP.
I just want to say something to the armchair GM for laughing at that comment that SC Panther Boy put up. Armchair, that was despicable. That's all I want. That's all I want to say. That was despicable.
And I got to go look at this comment.
Yeah, I yeah, I got it. I ain't gonna go back up there and looking for it. Hey, Rashad, do me a favor, my guy. If you want to come back up. I'll bring you back up. But I have another person that's trying to come in, so let me drop you off so I can bring that person in. Do you mind?
All right, I got you.
Okay, appreciate it, my guy. And here goes the man himself, Mr. Aggravation. Put them paws on him. Popping. What's going
Yeah,
on, my
have
guy?
no fear. We're gonna put them paws on them in here. What's up? Good morning.
Good morning.
What's going on with you?
Nothing much,
What's going
man.
on?
Nothing much. Will, PPP. What's happening?
Greetings and
What's
salutations, gentlemen. How
That's
are you?
too
hey?
long. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah. SC Panther Boy. It's not you. It's not you. It's the fact that armchair GM laughed at your comment. I thought more of CJ. I did. I did. I thought more of him.
Yeah, they giving PPP hell in the comments. I'm gonna
Oh
let them
yeah,
have it.
what happened? What did I miss?
Well, they're
You
calling
know
me
how SC
James
do.
Earl Jones, and I'm far from that.
Wow.
Yeah, it's blatant disrespect at 8:15 in the morning.
Oh, that's Ronnie, Ronnie.
Yeah, yeah. I haven't even had
James
I
Earl
haven't even had
Jones.
breakfast yet, and I'm being disrespected. I don't
Oh
understand
my
this.
God! Now I can't unsee it. I cannot unsee
Tony, you shut up.
it.
Lee Hunter Jones. Wow.
Well, well, well.
Oh God! Oh, I'm weak. I cannot unsee that now. Oh my God!
Will, don't laugh because he said that me and you are both long-winded. It's not our fault that our
Oh
thought
no, he wasn't.
process.
No, he wasn't calling me long winded, my friend. No,
No, no,
no, no, no,
I mean
sir.
Will. I'm sorry, Will. Me and Will, you should be laughing. He called both of us long-winded, and
That's fine.
Yeah,
it's not our fault that our thought process extends and is vast. It's not that's not our fault.
Hey,
yeah.
I'm not a hot take Louis.
said Prime Earl Jones.
Earl Jones.
Man,
Oh my
PEJ.
God.
Oh man.
Hey, Papa,
PEJ.
let me get your opinion on the topic at hand before we move on to topic two. And if you wasn't listening, let me read the question to you, my friend. Is Bryce Young ready to become the consistent operator of Carolina's offense, or does he still need the structure around him to carry too much of the responsibility? What say you?
Is he ready? I mean, that's the $1 million question. I mean, I don't think that any of us know if he's ready, but we're going to be critiquing him as usual. He better be ready. I mean, they picked up your 5th-year option, paid you that 25.9 something guaranteed money. A
Mm-hmm.
lot is at risk, even his career and others, if he doesn't perform. Um,
Oh God.
I don't know. I don't never think that. Did you say something about carry? I don't think he can carry an offense. I don't think he's that type of
No,
quarterback
is
that can.
is is he ready to be a consistent operator of Carolina offense, or
I,
do he still need the structure around him to carry too much of the responsibility?
in my opinion, so in my opinion, I think he will always need players around him to elevate our offense. Not saying that he doesn't contribute, but I won't say that he would be the type of QB in my mind that is elevating everybody else. But does he? Will he can contribute just to what others do? Absolutely. But he
Okay.
this is just one of those years that you really don't have any more excuses for if you don't be successful this year. And any Panther fan, the standard has been here a long time ago before Bryce got here. I don't know why if anybody would think anything different. At least to me, the standard has
well,
always
Okay.
been that.
what,
So
what, what, well, Tony, um, yeah, I gotta push back on that end
sure, go
because
ahead.
because
Why you
there
say
was
Tony? Why you say me?
well, I'm sorry, Poppin. I gotta
Yeah,
respond back
sure.
real quick though. I gotta request Simba. All right. Anyway, so um, yeah, I believe that
I'm
what
about
we
to mute
just
my mic.
I believe what we just heard from our dear brother Poppin um was regurgitated, and I'm gonna tell you why I say that. When you look at what Bryce Young has been able to accomplish with
I'm
the
sorry, PP. You
players.
kind of cut out right there. Was that just me or is
Oh,
that everybody?
it probably was me. I'm in my
Yeah, he
house. I
did
have
cut
a
out a minute.
I think he said regurgitation or
yeah,
regurgitated.
yeah.
Okay.
What we have here is regurgitated points here.
Are they?
And
Okay.
this is it goes totally against what you've seen prior to the 2025 season. Uh,
Hmm.
Before we had a Ted McMillan, we've seen Bryce Young in games with David Moore,
Hmm.
with a Xavier Leggett, with a Jalen Coker. And in those games, along with Adam Thielen, in those games, you've seen him perform at a high level when needed. You've seen him take a wide receiver who was undrafted and give him a name. You've seen him place a rookie and make him rookie of the year. And people can correlate uh, forcing the ball to this whatever. Some of these things are just talking points that have no weight to it. But when you take that point and you only brush it over the Panthers, you're doing yourself a disservice to what you've seen the whole entire NFL league do. Teams want players who can play. So you're not going to go out there and draft a Jonathan Mingo-ish player. You're not going to do that. You're going to get the best of the best. You're going to stack your team up as best as you can. So I don't fault Bryce Young for them doing that, because Bryce Young had to deal with a Adam Thielen, which was all world in my opinion, a DJ Chark, a TMJ, a Hayden Hurst. Like I don't understand where we get the thought process at that he, can't function without that, without top players, because we've seen him do it. It may not have turned into wins, but we've seen him be competitive with these type of players. So I just think that point was regurgitated, because if you're going to say that about the Carolina Panthers and Bryce Young, you have to also superimpose that over all 31 other teams. That's all I want to say.
All right, I'll let the rebuttal that.
Go
That's
ahead,
cool.
Papa.
That's your opinion. You may not like how I said or how I placed them in order. Um, so this is my thing with Bryce, and I don't like to Bryce. That's my ordeal. I'm in a space where if he uh wins the job, as far as going forward, as far as the future as a franchise quarterback, cool. If he don't, cool. It's whatever. It's up to him. I can't do it for him. Neither none of us can. But when I do get the chance to sit here and look at film, I think that's a lot of times what I'm seeing is that Bryson, and this goes for every wide receiver in the room. I'm not sitting here pointing at one wide receiver. I know that y'all have heard me talk about is able to get a lot. Um, I like to give people grace and time, just like everybody likes to give other people grace and time. But what I do see a lot of times, even this last season, that Bryce Young doesn't cook all the way. He leaves some things on the field that I'm like, if he's gonna be the point guard, if he's gonna make, like you said, he made T Mac the rookie of the year, when you also have to use the other ingredients, like Will like to say, you gotta use your other ingredients that's out there when you're cooking. You can't leave things out. There's people that's open. Even sometimes uh people are saying that oh, Canales is holding them back. But if I see somebody double coverage and I see another person wide open, it just makes me kind of just question some things. Listen, we are where we at with it now. Um, yeah, Coker did a great job. I've done a video on him. I don't think he's a number two, because those number two numbers are not number two numbers anywhere else. Um,
All right, so
you,
let me just interject real quick, so we're not gonna
mhm.
get into
Yeah, I
this
wasn't gonna stay on that long at all.
wide receiver comparison. We'll
Mhm.
talk about wide receivers tomorrow. Right now, we're just focusing on the quarterback, Bryce Young, and in the next topic, we're gonna get on running back. So I don't want to make this into a
Right.
wide receiver thing.
Hey, Tony, can I say just this last thing, and then
Hold
I
on,
gotta.
hold on, PPP. Will you finish popping?
No, go ahead, go ahead.
All right, go ahead, PPP.
Yeah, I just want to say this last thing, then I gotta roll. When you make statements that he's not a number two based on numbers, you got to realize it's more nuance than just what you just said.
I didn't
And I,
finish. That's why I just cut it off. Well, you said you
well,
want to talk about wide
well,
receivers, so
Yeah.
yeah,
that's why I
yeah, no,
didn't.
no, 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 no,
So
no, I
Yeah,
got
I
you.
didn't say based on numbers. I didn't say
Well,
that.
you did. You said based
Well,
on
well,
you
well,
said based on the
well. What?
numbers
So
that he
hold
wasn't
on.
he wasn't there.
Hold on, PPP. If y'all going to have this discussion back and forth about wide receiver, let's save it for tomorrow when the topic is wide receivers again. We're going to move on to the running backs. Right now, we were talking about Bryce and the structure of the offense. So if you guys want to talk about wide receivers, both of you guys are definitely welcome to come back tomorrow, and we can further get in details about the wide receiver position, if you will. But if y'all don't have anything else about Bryce, then we're gonna move on. Cool.
Yeah. So with Bryce, like I said, this is a very important year. I think we all agree. Everybody got to step their game up. But if he's the leader of the team, if he's the guy that you know they desire him to be, or what Panther fans desire to be, he has to step
Uh-huh.
his game up. It doesn't matter what scenario, the nuance, the play calling. You're supposed to be the leader of the team. Um, and that's just that. I mean, there's no excuses. He has to play good.
Okay. Will, you got anything?
Um, not really. I just wanna just say that people quarterbacks are blamed for what happened and what all the success and the failures. You're blamed for what
Mm-hmm.
happened and also what failed to happen. However,
Right.
um, he Bryce did not have an O line when he got here, which I really thought he was going to. I don't know why I thought that.
You and I
Um,
both. You and I
uh,
both.
um, you could just look at the bevy of wide receivers that he had. They just weren't there until now, right? The only thing he's had as a consistent weapon, and nobody really even likes to call it a consistent weapon. I said some is Chuba, and he wasn't consistent last year. I think
Right.
that the table is set, and his adversity that he all of the struggles that he went through and adversity. I think that this is the year where we get a full assessment of 9.
Mm, got you. Got you. Let me give a shout out to Clay, my boy over there, the Rock Star Report. Hey, appreciate you for tapping in, Clay. Appreciate you for being here. Hit that like button for me. Turn the post notification bell. Subscribe to my channel, Unbiased Opinion Sports Talk. I would greatly appreciate that, my guy. And listen, we've been here for an hour and 30 minutes. If you're enjoying the conversation and enjoying the debates, the energy, the vibe that the morning kickoff is bringing to you this morning. Show love to the channel. There's a QR code in the top right. You can scan that. So show love and support the show. There's also a pin link in the comments on YouTube that will take you directly to the PayPal. My daily goal, as it is every day, is $25. Again, like I said, I'm not trying to pay the rent or a car note, but I am trying to bring something different and you know, yeah. So I appreciate just a little love and support to the show. All right. So we're going to move on. I did have one other question. I asked Will and Poppin real quick, even though it's not a quarterback competition. Um, so the Panthers in the camp with Kenny Pickett and Haynes King in the quarterback room. Will Greer announced yesterday that he has officially retiring from the NFL. So the question to you, gentlemen, and we're going to just give me a quick answer on this so we can move on. Which backup gives Carolina the best chance to preserve the offensive structure if Bryce misses any time? Papa, you go first.
Um, it's kind of a tricky one because I'm not a fan of neither one. Um,
Well, pick a struggle.
yeah, I know. You know, pork and beans or black beans.
Right. Oh, don't do that. Don't
I,
do
I, I,
that.
I think I'm
Pork
gonna
and
have to
beans all
probably.
day for the win.
I guess I'm gonna probably go with Haynes King. Um, he just brings another element to the game. That I think Kenny Pickett doesn't. Um, yeah, I'm just gonna say Haynes King. I mean, he can run the ball. He has a okay arm. Kenny Pickett. He yeah, he's just
Okay.
Kenny Pickett. Yeah.
What you got, Will?
I say two
Kenny
glove
Pickett
Pickett.
or Haynes King?
I think it's two glove Pickett.
Yeah.
It's
Me
his
too.
experience. I think it's his experience, right? So, and then I think they brought him in because he served in this style of offense. So if he had to come in the middle of the third quarter and close out a game because Bryce Young got, a stomach virus, I think he would be able to close out the game.
Right. I believe so as well. I know a lot of people are jumping on this Haynes King bandwagon just as a person. I'm going to remain nameless. Felt about um uh what's my boy from last year? That went to the UFL. You know what I'm talking about?
From Carolina?
Jack Plummer. Jack
Oh.
Plummer.
Jack.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Jack Plummer
Yeah.
fan. So I think people, if they really went back and watched tape on Haynes King, is he a dual threat? Yes, Haynes King is a definition of a dual threat, and why I say that because he is a run first quarterback over passing. His passing skills is below average. So if you honestly think that his passing skills will succeed in the NFL as it is right now. I'm not saying that he can't develop into something later on, but if you think his passing skills as they are right now translate to the NFL, I got a bridge in the desert that I want to sell you. All right.
Wow.
Got a bridge in the desert to sell you. It ain't got no guardrails and no center stripe. You just drive
Good Lord.
freely. Yeah. That's how I feel about Haynes King being the backup. But yeah, that's just my very strong opinion on that. So we're gonna move on. That was my question that I had. Shout out to Gerald Sticks Jones. What's up, my guy? Thank you for tapping in. Some other people, Zip said, I think he is a better thrower of the football, and he will have a plethora of receivers to throw to. Okay, Zip. Hey, appreciate you for tapping in. Hit that like button for me. Tico, he said, I'm just interested to see how he plays because he's going to play the most in preseason. Yeah, I believe that as well. So people will get to see who Haynes King, is as a quarterback. So hopefully that will be put to rest by week 1 of the regular season. All right. Yeah, like I said before, if you haven't showed support the show or love to the channel, I appreciate it if you do so. If you do send a PayPal, let me know so I make sure to shout you out. Because PayPal is slow in responding to alerts. But the goal is $25 for the day. I would appreciate if you guys will help me in obtaining that. So we're gonna move on to the next topic, and let me drop the banner real quick. And it said, does Carolina have a real running back plan? All right. Does Carolina have a real running back plan? So here's the facts, and it's very short. Chuba Hubbard rushed 134 times for 511 yards, a 3.8 yard average, and 1 touchdown in 2025. Jonathon Brooks returned to offseason work after recovering from his second ACL injury. Carolina coaches praised the speed and decisiveness he showed during the spring work, but his NFL workload remains largely unproven. Carolina also signed A.J. Dillon after Rico Dowdle left in free agency. Dillon brings a 6 foot, 247-pound frame and a power running profile. The current running back room also includes Trevor Etienne. Brad Idzik has publicly stressed the importance of the running backs to both the play calling operation and the offense's physical tone. All right. I'm gonna skip. Yeah, I'm gonna skip the context. So the main question to you, gentlemen, Will, you can go first on this one. Is has Carolina built a complementary running back room, or does it enter camp with too many unresolved roles? What say you, sir?
So I think Chuba as the RB1 is solidified. I would have went into camp if we would have gave Rico Dowdle that $5 million guaranteed and $12 million over 2 years. I would have been, super excited. But the role of Jonathon Brooks is to be determined. So, yes, it can happen, but it has yet to be. It is sight. We're buying this house sight unseen. And that makes me nervous. That makes we are buying our running game sight unseen.
Okay.
That makes me nervous. Is AJ Dillon a Rico Dotto? I don't know about that.
Nah, he's not. I can answer
Right.
that. He's not.
So our running game is sight unseen, but they seem to be, optimistic on it. I'm nervous about it, especially after we watched Jonathon Brooks tape. That Texas versus Oklahoma game made me feel better because those were 100 dirty yards he got. I mean, Oklahoma offensive line beat the hell out of Texas offensive line. And he still got
a defensive line. The
defensive line.
Defensive line. Yeah,
Yeah,
they
defensive line. Yep, sorry. And he got 100 plus dirty yards. So can he consistently do that here? Now,
yeah.
I did look this up. While Poppin was on last night. So Poppin, I enjoyed your show last night.
Thank you for coming through.
Yeah, I did look this up while Poppin was talking about the running backs.
Yeah.
His running game, it said specifically on the scouting report, his running game is specifically set up for a zone running scheme. And that's what we run.
Hey, Pop, I just sent you a WhatsApp. Go ahead, Will. My bad.
Zone, he's set up for a zone running scheme. And forgive me for being long-winded, y'all. I know y'all don't like that. I'm talking about the chat. I'm a little apprehensive about the whole thing. That's the best I can say about that. But I'll just say this one last thing. That was about the most civil of Bryce conversation I have heard in a Carolina Panther podcast in 4 years. Hats off to you, man.
Oh, hey, I'm just here to be a vessel. I'm just trying to conduct the orchestra. That's all. Hey, welcome to the stage, our brother, Red Firebomb, as he is finally known in the Panther Nation. What's good with you, brother?
Good morning. Everything is well here in the northern part of North America with the Canadian Mounties. I hope you all are well this morning. I hope everybody
Yes,
good
sir.
this morning, man.
It's
Yes,
good,
sir.
man.
So you
Tony,
came in.
I'm experimenting
Go ahead.
with my headset, man, and because we don't know how we sound to the listeners when we're actively on shows. But am I low? What would you say?
No, you good. No, you
All right,
good. You coming in good.
All right,
So,
cool.
so
Sorry about that.
the question, I don't know if you heard the debate question, but we're talking about the running backs now, and it says,
Yes.
has Carolina built a complementary running back room, or does it enter camp with too many unresolved roles? What say you?
Tony, I want you and Will and Poppin to know, and everybody listening too, believe this or not, I intentionally waited and avoided the discussion on B.Y. Young, on Bryce Young. Y'all, I know that's mind blowing to some people, but
That
I
is
intentionally,
it is.
yes, sir, with intent, I avoided attempting to come onto the show while y'all were having that discussion. As far as I'm
Uh-huh.
concerned, that's Panthers business. So that's how important I think the quarterback position is. Now I'm gonna speak on him at other times. Y'all know me well enough to know that. But when it comes to your running backs, interestingly enough, I too listened to Poppin's show last night. Really enjoyed the live and the
Thank you,
commentary.
Red.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You're doing your thing. You're doing your thing, popping burly heads, which I knew you would. But listen, a comment was made last night, and I'm really interested to get you gentlemen's opinion.
Red, is it about the running backs? Is it
Oh
about what
wait,
we talking
yeah,
about
no, no,
today?
no,
Yeah, my show was
Okay.
about
yes,
running backs.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah, my
yeah,
show
yeah,
was
yeah,
about
yeah,
running
Okay,
backs.
yeah,
okay. Well,
yeah.
carry on, brother. Carry on.
And in specific, Jonathon Brooks, somebody mentioned or asked the question: do you think that he will wear a knee brace? And if so, how will that impact him? Now, I'm not going to try to guide this discussion as y'all reply to that question. I thought it was very interesting because I hadn't even thought about that, right? But I do know that Michael Penix played last year and will again play this year when he returns to the field because of his prior ACLs, plural, with the knee brace. And
Uh-huh.
I don't remember seeing many running backs with knee braces. What do y'all think the possibility of that is and how that impacts the Jonathon Brooks that y'all were hoping to see, yet will probably see with a knee brace?
Go ahead, Will. You can answer that first. Since it was on Poppin' show, he probably already know or have an idea how he feels. So go ahead, Will.
I don't think he'll wear a knee brace. He didn't have a knee brace on during OTAs. Like I was saying, we buying our running back room sight unseen. I'm nervous. However, the foundation of the running back with Chuba is good. Who's going to be? Are we going to have a dual? Are we going to have a two-back system? I think we need it, but I don't think that Jonathon Brooks will wear a knee brace this season. Should he wear a knee brace? I don't know. I don't know because the way he runs the ball, it may affect his mobility. So it's a good question. I saw that question as well on Poppin's show. So I don't think he will. A long way of saying that. I don't think he will wear a knee brace.
Okay. So let me just give my quick take on that. I don't think he would wear a knee brace as well, like Will just stated. He haven't had one on in OTAs thus far this season. Now could that change come preseason? Possibly. So I don't know one way or the other. I don't know if it would be a hindrance to him, if it would restrict his mobility as a former running back, because I played running back all throughout my football time up until high school. Had a dislocated knee my junior year. When I did come back, I did not wear a knee brace in the game. Like Tico just mentioned, I did wear a compression sleeve over my knee. But as far as a knee brace, no, I didn't, because it does restrict your cutting mobility, your stop and start, things of that nature. So, yeah, My thing for Jonathon Brooks, and I know he's torn both his ACLs, and I've been in the mindset just like I was when they drafted him. Do not put him on the field if he is not 100% ready to go without any restrictions. That's why I stand on the whole Jonathon Brooks thing. I know a lot of people are not high on Chuba Hubbard. That's cool, but Chuba Hubbard has been a steady workhorse since he's been here, and every running back that have come in here, pretty much, he's still here. So I think it's unquestioned that he is running back one going into the preseason and also the regular season. I don't think nobody can really argue that point when it comes to where Chuba Hubbard stands with the team. Everything else behind him is unproven at this point. So that alone makes him, in my opinion, running back one. So I hope that answered your question, Red.
Yeah. It did. I just like I said, I was only repeating for Mello, repeating the question
Okay.
that I heard prior, and it's good. I don't know much about the running back position.
All
Um,
right.
yeah, so I appreciate y'all giving me some insight on that, man.
All right. No problem. Hey, Poppin, what's your thought on that? On the question that I brought to the panel. Has Carolina built a complimentary running back room, or does it enter camp with too many unresolved roles? What say you?
I would say unresolved roles because this is my thing.
Mm-hmm.
Um, we don't know what Jonathan Brooks is. Chuba is your number one running back. AJ Dillon, I almost see the point of him being here. He hasn't done nothing in 2 years and has a had a pretty serious neck injury, and everybody's excited about his freaking legs. Look at those legs. I don't get it. He
Oh, you
plays
talking about
smaller
AJ
than
Dillon,
AJ Dillon.
Quadzilla?
Yeah. He also crazy about his quads, but he can't stay on the field. Don't see the point. And then you don't know what you got in the Bulldog, Trevor Et, and he's right there. I mean, I'm pretty sure. I'm so glad Red's up here because I'm pretty sure he can vouch for Trevor Et. He's a pretty decent back. Why don't you use him when while Chuba was hurt? That there was plenty enough snaps to give Trevor more opportunities to run. He's not a punt returner. Did he catch punts in college? Yes. Can he do it? Yes. He muffed two of them, probably because that's not what he's used to doing. I mean, he can do it. Just because you can do it, don't
That
mean you're good
that's
at
that's
doing
a
it.
fact. No, that's a
So
fact.
at the end of the day, if you do not know who Trevor Et is, I advise y'all to go look at his tape. He does not have to be the number one running back, but he is complementary. He can run on any gap. He can also go out to the outside. He's not a slow running back. He runs at 4.4. He's low, compact to the ground. He gets behind his blockers, and he disappears. And he has enough power to still push it in to the end zone. I don't understand why they even brought Dillon. Like I said, when you have a guy from the SEC who played at Georgia, who can get it done if you need somebody to come in there and run the ball. The guy is he just not being used. So yes, it's a lot of unquestions. There's a lot of questions that need answers, and I just can't stand when you don't use your weapons instead of trying to force other people uh or wait on other people to get healthy or get acclimated. Man, these guys got to get experience. They got to get experience, and you actually
Right.
got people that actually can do it. That's my statement.
So, quick question. And
Hey, Tony, can
Poppy.
I respond real quick to that question? I know,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
know
Go
when you
ahead.
first asked me, you let me jump on first with it, but hell, I didn't even answer it. I was so anxious to get my question out. Man, damn, y'all forgive an old man. You know that happens If you don't believe me, keep having birthdays. You'll see.
Hey, that's because you was in the Continental Army.
Will
Boom,
Robinson,
burn.
you ain't shit with my wooden teeth, my wooden dentures.
Burn.
Right, yes,
Pew,
sir.
pew.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Go ahead.
I just finished
Go
up with my
ahead,
wooden
Red.
dentures. But Will, you ain't shit, man. But listen, yeah, man, I like this discussion on your running backs. Of course, y'all know I would. But I've seen some running back room rankings, and I don't know if y'all can count on the running game to be an integral part of your offense. I think that whatever needed to happen, look at what the Saints did with bringing in Etienne, and I guess we got to call him that now because he say that's what his mama called him. And pairing him with the restructured contract for Alvin Kamara. I don't think it would have been too much for y'all to run it back with Dowdle and with Rico, as Will was saying earlier. To me, that would have been the best move for y'all, and to ease the young running back in slowly, as Tony said. I think that you're putting a lot of pressure on Chuba at the head of that running back room. Now, Poppin, I did get a chance to see the younger Etienne at UGA. The thing is, and why I would agree with you, Poppin, is because that's the staple of Georgia football. Top level defense and run the damn ball. That's what we do at UGA. So we rotate our RBs quite a bit. And so he's accustomed to that role.
Right.
As rightly said, Poppin, he's not been a lead running back. I think he was at Florida. I think they featured him more. But he was hunting.
Hey, y'all hold me down for 1 minute. I'll be right back.
He was hunting the national championship when he came up the road to Athens. And so he split carries there. So he's already adept at splitting carries. And I think he'll do nicely with pairing with Chuba Hubbard. I agree with you. I don't think that y'all got much of nothing in that other guy. I can't even remember his name, Poppy. Y'all just called his name.
Dillon.
Yeah. AJ Dillon. I know a lot of people gush over him. He is the weak link in y'all running back room, if you ask me. I don't care what his muscular status
I
is.
agree.
Yeah. But maybe he'll be good when y'all are at the 1 foot line and put him in there behind Derek Brooks. I mean, behind Derek. What's it, Derek Brown? Like the Bucks do with Vita Vea. Just let him crush people. Maybe he'll be good in that situation. Other than that, I don't see a use. But man, go ahead. I'm sorry, Will. Go ahead.
Yeah. With Bob Hunt and Damian Lewis there, that running game, that's what I think that most people are not accounting for.
Mm-hmm.
In our running game. Like, people look at the running backs. They don't look at the guards that we have or the type of scheme that we have. And I get it. I mean, hell, if I wasn't a Panther fan, I wouldn't watch Panther football either. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't, and I mean, and I just think that Chuba will be 1,000-yard back this season. Again, that will be pretty much his third season as a 1,000-yard back. He had 990 something 1 year, over 1,000 1 year, and then he was injured the following year, which was this year. And he's coming in completely healthy this year. So basically, in 3 seasons, we had 1,000-yard back all the last 3 seasons, and I think Chuba will be 1,000-yard back this season. What I'm fearful of, Red, is can we consistently get the passing game going out of the backfield? We all know Chuba works on his hands. But Jonathon Brooks, can catch the ball out of the backfield. But will Jonathon Brooks be able to hold up to a 17-game schedule? That makes me really apprehensive in the running back room.
Yeah, and that's why I was so adamant. I called it when we got Rico. I said he'll be the best back in our room, and it came true. But I don't know what I'll be talking about. When you lost Rico Dowdle, you lost. This is what you lost, Will. You lost a dynamic running back, a hard running back, and a catching threat running back. You had all three in one running back at 5'11",
Man,
207
I'm
pounds.
trying to tell you.
I don't understand why you didn't find a way to keep him here. I don't get it.
I'm glad y'all didn't. I ain't gonna tell you no lie.
But
Oh, you stop it, Ray. You stop it.
No, Will. I'm being 100% honest, you and Poppin. I mean, if y'all had found a way to work that out and to split him and Chuba, like I just said, that's why I mentioned the Saints. I don't know if it's gonna work. I personally think that Kamara is getting to the other side of 30. But Will, I'm not capping at all when I say that. Had
Yeah,
y'all found a way
redid his deal with New Orleans, by the way.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah.
Go ahead, Red. My bad.
Yeah, but if y'all had found a way, and I'm being completely honest when I say this, if y'all had found a way to keep that as a two-head monster in your backfield, I mean, I'm just being real. That shit, come on, man. That hits right there. That hits. Now, I think it would have been difficult. That's why I say found a way, because both of those are very deserving number ones. But so it would require a lot of playing together and getting egos out of that RB room. But if you find the right balance with those two running backs, Will, I'm not capping. I didn't want to see that shit right there, man.
Yeah. Well, let me just interject and say this. About the whole Rico Dowdle and Chuba Hubbard thing. Did Rico Dowdle come in and give this offense and Panther Nation one hell of a spark during the three to 5 games that he was a starter? Yes, he did. But we also have to remember at the beginning of the season, Chuba Hubbard was the starting running back. He was the bell cow. The only reason that Rico Dowdle got the run that he got is because Chuba got hurt. When Chuba did return, that same level of production with the two of them combined did not exist. It was also known that Rico stated that he wanted to be RB1. He said that. He said that after the last game or the next of the last game, he did not basically approve or appreciate that his workload had been reduced. So I don't think there was a way to bring Rico back if you were not willing to give him RB1, the RB1 prediction a position like he wanted. The production from both of them when they split carries the last 5 or 6 games of the year, you can arguably say that, and the numbers show it. Rico had better production. I mean, that Chuba had better production than Rico.
Yep.
So the whole notion that we could have brought Rico back and found a way to work, that's BS, because it was already known. He stated that he wanted to be RB1. So if Carolina didn't feel like he was going to be RB1, there was definitely no need to bring him back in that instance. So I just want to just dispel that whole notion that this possibly could have worked. I think Chuba would have been okay with it, and because he's definitely a team first player. But if you listen to Rico talk after the games and the post game interviews in the locker room and at the end of the season, there was nothing that he said, in my opinion, that showed that he's a team first player and he wanted this to work when he stated publicly that he wanted to be RB1. But hold on, let me okay. Hey, Red,
I
let
can
me
drop.
did
I
you
can
did
drop.
you want to say something? Say what, poppin'?
I can drop if you bring somebody up. I can drop.
Yeah, let me. I'm gonna bring T Cole up real quick. I'll bring you back up if you want to come up. T Cole, what's going on?
Yo, what's up, fellas? Good morning to y'all.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. So what you want to say about this this running back room and the running back situation with Chuba and Rick? I mean and Jonathon Brooks.
Hey, real quick. I gotta run real quick. I got a call come in, so I gotta drop.
Okay.
I
Okay.
apologize about
Have a
that.
good
I
day,
bring
Chief.
popping back up.
Have a good day, Chief.
Yep.
All right, Will.
Take care.
All right, well, I'll talk to you later. All right. We're popping in, bring popping back up. All right, popping. Go ahead, Tico.
Well, I just feel like the whole premise is based on Jonathon Brooks staying healthy. JB stay healthy, then we can assume he's going to get at least what I'll say 10 touches, running plus passing, at least. Kind of ease him back in.
Yeah.
But if he stays healthy, that's a dynamic that we haven't had in a while. Like we were saying last week sometime or early in the week, Tony, about when the last time have you seen a Texas route from the Panthers?
Right.
Or
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
an option route to where
Right.
you can break in or out with
Right.
coming out the running back out of the backfield, or just juice period. Juice period in the middle of the field was our Achilles heel. And I'll bring it up all the time. When we played against physical corners, guys that could disrupt the outside releases of our guys and send pressure, that's what we struggled against. Because we didn't have any juice in the middle, a slot receiver, tight end, or a second slot receiver for that matter, a tight end or running back, that's a mismatch. You see what I'm saying? I'm not saying a Jameer Gibbs or Etienne, Devon Etienne, because those are just names. I'm talking about skill set. You see what I'm saying? Just juice, period.
Yeah.
Not a name, but just juice. So
Right.
Hubbard, we know what we're gonna get from Hubbard if he's healthy. He's solid. Is that enough? I don't think so.
Talk to him.
So Etienne, I don't understand why we didn't use him more either. I mean, like you said, when Chuba was hurt, Rico out there cramping up and out there running over to the sideline and needing oxygen and shit, and they still wouldn't give HN the ball. Like I don't understand that.
Yeah.
I think
he got the
that,
best feet on the team.
Right. And I think your boy Idzik will utilize him more. But that's gonna be up to him. Now, AJ, I keep calling this nigga CJ. AJ is very interesting because he's a great third down blocker, and he's also did the personal protector on the punt team. Now, I don't know if anybody understands what the personal protector is on the punt team, but he's the guy that stands right beside the snapper and makes sure that everybody's set, and he's the easiest leak for the punt to get blocked from the inside. That's a very important position. That's probably about the third best position on the punt team outside the snapper and the punter is the personal protector. And I want to say Felipe Franks did that the last time he was here.
That's his role.
Yeah, so it's going to be interesting with that special teams about who dresses. Like I said in the chat earlier, I think CJ may be inactive, a healthy scratch. Yeah, AJ. thank you, sir. I think AJ may be a healthy scratch as long as JB stays healthy. But at the same time, I think it's gonna come down to that special teams competition as far as, like I said, personal protector, punt return, kick return, like Jimmy Horn, Etienne, Dillon. Like, I think a lot of that shit gonna come down to who they need on special teams, who ultimately gets a chance to dress, because it's a chance that Etienne could be goddamn inactive if Jimmy Horn take over the punt return, and then you got Dillon that's on special teams too. So it's a lot of dynamics that can go into it. That special teams definitely play a big role in it.
Yes, sir, it does. Yes, sir, it does. Red, what you think? Even though you know what, you are residents Panther fans. What am I talking about? Go ahead, Red. Give me your take.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
enough of all this. That's enough of all this abuse and slander.
Yeah, yeah. You see,
But, it's all right.
you drop popping instead of red when I came up.
Yeah. Well, Papa volunteer, and I know
Nah,
better than to volunteer.
I'm
I spent
fucking
my
with you,
time in the
Red.
army. No, you're
Oh,
all
yeah,
right,
he ain't
T-Sis. You're all right, T-Sis. I ain't volunteering for shit no more. I got to be ordered. So, but no, man. Yeah. I a quick question. That Texas route, is that typically a two-back formation?
No,
It can be.
it can be, but you mostly seeing single back.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Cool.
Yeah.
I know when I've heard that in association with the two-back, man. But okay. Man, I 100% agree with T. Cole. If Jonathon Brooks is healthy and things go as planned while taking him with your number 2 pick, top of the second round, year before last, things go well with him. And besides that, just watching him when he was at Texas, watching how he runs the ball, his play style, what he's able to do when he's healthy. So if anybody would consider that the Falcons have solved our running back questions with Bijan Robinson, I would have to be honest and say that the Panthers would have their running back question answered with Jonathon Brooks. The only question is getting him healthy. That's the end of that. I mean, as far as what happens with Chuba down the road, with whoever, all you're looking for is a running back that can spell him adequately. You ain't trying to get no top of the line running backs. He's young. He's in place. And he adds so many different elements to your offensive scheme because he is a dynamic pass catcher. So I think that's, if anybody has a question about Panthers and the running backs this coming season and what your offense is going to look like in the run game, Chuba is dependable. He's a workhorse. And but the real hope, I would say, for y'all's future lies in Jonathon Brooks and his health, man. By the way, y'all, I think eventually we're going to have to start to move that expectation on running backs north of 1,000. 1,000-yard rushing season is about 50 yards per game. Now, a lot of people don't realize this, but it's hell to get 50 rushing yards in a game against NFL defenses because they disguise so well. It's hell to get 60 receiving yards in a game. So when I listen to most people, even me, when I give teams hell about statistics and my statistical analysis, if anybody don't know, yeah, I can talk that shit as a fan, but I think I at least have a decent recognition of the fact that them dudes out there playing a hell of a game at an elite level against elite type athletes. And all I can tell you is, if you ain't never played it or watched it as a high level, every last one of us from elementary school, playground, neighborhood, middle school, high school, we knew a dude that was the baddest motherfucker in our school. The baddest motherfucker. The nigga was, when he was jumping out the gym, You couldn't stop him. He was hitting the baseball out the field. They had to walk him. Every time he touched the football, it looked like he scored a touchdown. And he was knocking motherfuckers' blocks off. Do you know that only 1% of them niggas make it to the NFL? That's really what we're talking about. And I don't know that I can say it more emphatically. That's really what we're talking about. So when you sitting on somebody because they had a 30-yard game or, whatever the numbers are, I don't think and I can get up here and joke and poke fun, but man, that shit ain't easy out there, man. It ain't. Yeah. And that's why I don't play with injuries either. Y'all have heard, and I'm gonna say this last thing. Y'all have heard me say this on prior occasions. Man, my heart stopped. I damn near swallowed my heart when I saw my son, and he wasn't at the highest level, but he started 4 years on the scholarship at University of Tennessee, Chattanooga. And
that's what's up.
When he was laying on that field, yeah, I'm finna wrap it up, Tony. I mean, CJ. When he was laying on that field and wasn't moving, I'm gonna tell you something, man. That's why I don't like to talk injuries, man. I don't like to talk injuries. Because, see, we sit up here as fans and do all of this fanning shit. But them dudes out there, they real live people. When they come out the locker room after they done showered and changed, they got family waiting for them at the tunnel or just off the field. And if you have to go to a hospital when an ambulance got your child in there, or it's somebody's husband or daddy, man, I don't fuck around and make jokes about injuries, man. So I'm off my soapbox. Y'all go ahead, man. I wrap it up for CJ.
All right, Poppin, you got anything?
Yeah, so unfortunately, I do not think we have the strongest. I know this wasn't a question, I'm just making a statement. I don't think we have the strongest running back room in the division. And it's so hard to say that because I particularly usually have bragging conversations with Red about our RB room. I do it I've been doing it for 3 years, talking to Red about it. Red knows I ain't lying. I love having this conversation with him. I just want people just to understand the when you look at Canales' scheme, it's a hard running first scheme, your running backs are very important. And not only that, the running back is also important to your quarterback. If you've lost that type of dynamic running back, like T. Cole said, that is a threat in all levels of the field. I'm just wondering where we're going to get that production from. Will it be consistent? Will it actually be a threat? Do we strike any fear in anybody with our run game? So those are things that I'm waiting to see, and probably will get the answers this year.
Okay. I have a question for you guys on the panel. Would you rather have one running back with 250 carries or 3 backs with clearly defined roles? Tico, you go first. Then Poppin.
Committee.
Committee.
Okay.
Yeah. Poppin.
Yeah, I'm a believer of getting people to do their job. So yeah, I would say 3 by committee for sure.
Okay. Red, what you think?
Give me Bijan Robinson.
Okay, this is not about Atlanta
Falcons. I'm sorry. Damn, I'm sorry. I was thinking I wasn't.
No. You ain't sorry. You ain't sorry. You wasn't thinking. Answer the question, sir.
250 carries.
So you want that workhorse?
Yeah.
Got you.
If you can find.
Okay, I don't know who Red talking to now.
All running backs can't do that. So if you can find that guy.
Oh, the workhorse. Okay, I got you.
Just give him the ball. Yeah, if you got to see him, give him the damn ball.
Shout out Bezo5. Say good morning. Keep pounding the competition. And also shout out to Carlos Hugh. Say good morning, everyone. Hey, good morning, Carlos. Hey, you guys, make sure you hit that like button. Subscribe if you haven't already subscribed. and turn that post notification bell. Select all so you'll be made aware when I go live each and every morning. Right now we have about 67 people watching through 2 channels. If you enjoying the content this morning, enjoying the conversation, loving the vibe, loving the energy that we're bringing you, show love to the channel. I greatly appreciate it. My daily goal is $25. Help me reach my daily goal of just $25. There's a pin link in the YouTube comments for my PayPal. If you donate, let me know in the chat so I can shout you out. There's also a QR code at the top right on the screen. Says support the show. You can scan that QR code. Whatever your heart leads you to donating will be greatly appreciated by me. I definitely appreciate that. So we're gonna go right into the third topic. All right. And let me hit the banner real quick so we all know what it is. Nope, that's not it. This is it. Can Bryce and the run game function as one structure? All right. So let me give you a little context on it. Brad Idzik is taking over Carolina's play calling responsibilities in 2026 after previously calling preseason games and helping Dave Canales manage the call sheet. The Panthers have also added Darrell Bevel as an experienced offensive voice, while Canales moves into a broader head coaching role. That means the offense structure will be evaluated not only by the individual player production, but also by whether the calls consistently
baby.
connect with the quarterback and run a game. Hey, Red, somebody need to mute their mic. Appreciate it.
Just heard on the radio a little bit ago.
Hey, mute your mic, Red. Red, mute your mic. All right. So the question is to the panel, and Tico, you go first on this. Can Carolina create an offensive structure in which Bryce Young and the running game make each other better, or will one side still be asked to compensate for the other? What say you, my guy?
I still think there's going to be a little compensation for the run game. I'm not too sold on that right now. I'm kind of a wait and see on how that's going to go. With the questions about Jonathon Brooks, we know what Chuba is, but as far as the game plan and the strategy of Idzik, I'm not sure how that's going to play out because contrary to the talent and the juice that we have, there are still ways and that you can scheme and strategize types of runs. That was one of the things that Bevel was brought in for because he came from over there with Mike McDaniel, is that his name? From the Dolphins. Yeah, so all of those
hold that thought real quick. Hey, Nick, hit the link. You can come back up. I'm gonna drop Red off because I know he's on the phone taking care of business. But I also received that donation. I appreciate it for that $15 donation to the PayPal gift. So I appreciate it, my brother. But yeah, hit the link and bring you back up again. So I know Red is on the phone. So let me remove Red and I'll bring you up right now. All right, Nick, what's going on? But hold on, Nick. Go ahead, Tico. Finish your thought. Hold on. Let me read the money from Red Swarm. Shout out Red Swarm for the $10 super chat. He said, appreciate the content, tone low. Hey, appreciate you, my guy. Appreciate you, Red, for showing up. Appreciate that $10 super chat. All right. Go ahead, Tico.
Yeah, basically, I feel like it's going to be more uh, strategy, game plan type deal for the run game, as well as Bryce taking the next step as far as commanding the offense. I feel like is it going
Yeah.
to give him a little bit more leeway as far as getting us into the right play, because that plays a big part in it of of getting the play in fast enough so he can get to the line to see if that initial call is favorable. And that's a
Right.
quarterback's job. Is all the offensive coordinator can do is give him what he feels like the defense is going to see, and what's on the call sheet, what's in the game plan. It's up to the quarterback to go up there to see what he sees and make sure he's the extension of the OC on the field. So I think a lot of that hinges on Bryce being able to check into favorable situations or check out of unfavorable situations.
All right. I'm gonna address this one question by Eternal real quick. Then Nick, you can go. Eternal said we can't run the ball if teams stack the box all the time. We don't have a deep threat to back them up unless you have a Rico. Two things can be true. A lot of times that you will see with Carolina, uh, Carolina runs a lot of condensed formations. So when they run a lot of condensed formations, it would look to be as if the defense is stacking the box, but it's not really stacking the box. You have to account defensively for each gap that is presented to you from the offense. So if a team is running a lot of 12 or even 13 personnel, yeah, it's going to look like it's a stat box, but it's not really a stat box. A stat box, in my opinion, gives the defense more favorable numbers than the offensive line presents. But when they are dictating what they do based off the offensive formation, that's not essentially a stat box. Tico, was any lies detected?
No lies detected at all. And another thing on that is he has a pretty good track record. If you go look at the plays about when teams do stack the box or they when teams run that double mug, that's when we run a lot of those
Mm-hmm.
misdirections to where we might pull a
Mm-hmm.
lineman and do that damn wheel Roberico to get the linebackers going in one way and having getting their eyes going one way, but we actually coming back the other way. So that stacked box running, you gonna have to run into a stacked box. Uh,
Yeah.
Sometimes, I mean that's just how it goes, especially if you're trying to close out the game. And
Right.
but if all run plays are all plays are structured to score, if everybody does their job correctly and you have the athletic ability to outrun someone, if everyone gets
Right.
their block, the whole, and holds their block, then there's going to be one guy unaccounted for, which is the free safety. And then you have the corners coming from the side. So those are the way
Mm-hmm.
that running plays are constructed. Everyone has a man and you are in charge of making someone miss or two if everybody does their job correctly. So that's just I think that's just I think that's just pretty much the gist of that as far as a stack box is concerned. Because
Right.
if you break through, it's curtains. So defense can be at a disadvantage in a stack box if you run the right type of run. But say like you just like a point in case, the walk off touchdown run by Chuba against the Cardinals. I want to say
Mm-hmm.
that was a stack box, and we ran that duo right at their ass.
And the pass play that Bryce hit Jalen Coker against the Rams. It was a condensed form from a condensed formation. They got, the quote unquote stat box. So that left and they were playing man. I think they was like in the cover one in that.
Yeah, for
And
sure.
Jada Coker, beat the man, used the sideline, touchdown. So yeah. I just wanted to address that real quick because I don't know if a lot of people truly understand, a stack box and what it looks like, and you know whether it is truly advantageous if they're doing it from an advantage standpoint, or they doing it based off the offensive layout. Being in 12 or 13 personnel and having a condensed formation. When you have that condensed formation, that brings everybody in. That's just like when you spread it out, you're empty. That spreads the defense out. They got to account for from where everybody is. Yeah. Nick Gaskins, what's happening?
Nothing much, man. How y'all doing? How y'all doing?
Man, we
What up,
good. We
man?
good. We're good. What's happening with you?
Nothing much, y'all. Just up here listening to the content, man, enjoying it. Listening to y'all's
Okay.
insight and thinking about those questions that was just presented. And I would just say this right now: we have not seen a true stack box since Frank Reich been gone. Not true. Them just selling, saying throw the ball, Bryce. We ain't
Oh,
seen.
nah, I would have to disagree on that, but go ahead.
I'm not saying we ain't seen it to the same tone. Teams doing it just to, okay, we got to rush this ball out of here because we will
I
try.
get what you're saying.
That's
They
different.
they were
What I'm
they were
saying
Yeah, I
is
get
attacking
what you
Bryce's
saying.
rookie year. Yeah.
when Bryce's rookie year, after a while, them mug just said, "Hey, you gonna have to throw this ball to beat us."
Yeah,
Yeah,
you gonna
even
have
the
to
teams
show
that
us.
didn't
Yeah, I
have
got
the
you.
talent, that's what you saying. It was every team was doing it. Like now, it's just the
Yeah,
Yeah.
teams that thrive at it, like the Saints, the Rams, the
Yes.
Seahawks. Like they
Yes.
gonna play man and blitz, but you had even the damn
Yeah.
Chargers did it, and all the other teams was like, yeah, we gonna make you
yeah,
beat
yeah,
us,
yeah,
nigga.
yeah, yeah. That's
We
all
don't
I'm
care what
saying.
corners we got.
Yeah,
We
yeah, yeah,
we
Right.
yeah.
can't throw it 10 yards.
It wasn't.
Right.
It wasn't
But it's
the. It,
almost like a go ahead, Nick. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, it ain't a normal thing that they do against us. They do it in situational football now. This ain't no first year of Bryce where these mugs said, "Hey, we don't believe you can throw the ball, so we're gonna just stack the box."
But you know what? It's almost like a welcome to the NFL for rookie quarterbacks.
You might be
Like
right.
they going to put you up under that gun defensively, quick, fast, in a hurry, and they gonna see what you are made of.
Yeah,
I have yet to witness a defense take it easy or back up from a rookie quarterback. They was like, no, this first year, no, you gonna have to show us what you made of, because we're gonna send everything in the kitchen sink at you and make you beat us with your arm. And yeah, that to me, that's just an your introduction into the league. Poppin', what you think?
On that statement or on the question?
You can go with the question first. I know the statement kind of got away from the question, but you go with the question first.
Um, can Bryce and the run game function as one structure? I mean, yeah. I
Yes,
mean,
pretty much.
I don't think that the scheme is the philosophy of the game of what they're trying to do is going to change it when it comes to Brad Idzik. I just think it's going to be how Brad Idzik calls the plays when he calls the plays. It's going to be different during the game than Canales. Canales, I believe, was a little bit erratic at times, or sometimes stubborn at times, depending on what's what. We got to understand that Brad Idzik definitely helped design this playbook. Also came up with the game plan to present Canales, but the philosophy of their scheme, I don't think is going to change when it comes to running backs and when it comes to what they want Bryce and the running backs to produce. So I think it'll be the same. I think it's gonna be different nuances. We just got to have the right running backs and the healthy running backs to get it done. I think that's just everybody's main concern. I do blame Canales. Shout out to Tico for saying this earlier. A misuse of your running backs. I mean, you got one like he
Mm.
said, cramping and got to get oxygen, and you got a whole fresh back sitting there just you know and
Yeah,
then you got another
yeah,
running back who got knee issues
yeah.
or he's hurt. He can't really take up all the load. Why didn't you use the other one that you got from the SEC Georgia Bulldogs? I just don't get it. Like I blame Canales on that. And and it's fair judgment. Uh, so this year, yeah, I think they'll be able to function as one structure. We'll just see how long they can withhold. Will they be able to stay healthy?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Tico, what you already commented on that,
Yeah,
right?
I already went. Yep.
Um, let me ask you guys this. Because Rashak mentioned this. No, I think it was Eternal that mentioned this earlier. At the beginning of the show when I had Rashak on. We were talking about being under center. Do you think that the play action can the play action remain effective for the if the Panthers are not consistently producing strong rushing numbers? Go ahead, Nick. Nick, you can go first on this one.
I actually, you know what? I like everybody though. We didn't have no strong running campaign this year. Everybody gonna say Rico got 1,000 yards. Rico had 3 really good games, really good games, and then anything else that he was getting scraps after that. But at the
Everybody
end of
playing
the,
for him.
huh?
Everybody playing for him. My bad. Go ahead.
Yeah, yeah. So at the end of the day, I'm just saying we ain't have no magnificent running campaign. I think the play action, you still have to run play action plays. You still have to give the threat of saying that, oh yeah, I'm about to hand this ball off and do throw a little
Right,
nuances in there.
right,
You gotta keep it up regardless, because I think if you can feed the defense eye candy, you can get them to make a mistake.
right,
Right. And
right,
it's all about the eyes when it comes to tricking defenses. It's all about the eyes. If you can get their eyes going one direction, just like Tico said a few minutes ago, and you
mm-hmm.
come around the back going the other direction, and so you
Now,
so
Yeah,
if you
now your feet got to catch up to your eyes.
yeah.
yeah, yeah. See, play action is so important because the defense can't just pin their ears back and come at you like that. That half second slight hesitation means a lot. But
Yep.
that is also one thing that I want to see Bryce get better at is selling the play
The play
action.
action.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Yeah. He don't sell it enough for me.
Nah, he
Like
pulled that bitch
Peyton,
out
He pulled it too
super
fast.
yeah.
early.
Yeah, he pulled it too fast. Like Peyton Manning was a master when it came to it. Tom
What?
Brady was a
Brady?
master when it came to it. Yeah,
A-Rod?
like A
Hey,
Rod is a master when it comes to it. So
hey, listen, I'm gonna say
when
this, and y'all
go
might not
ahead.
like this one. Y'all might not like this one. Tua is actually really good at play action because this mug will turn his back completely to the defense and do like a twist around. And the next thing you know, it's still a timing route that he's about to throw. But at the end of the day, he'll turn around and then throw the ball.
I
So
hate that.
I
I
think
hate
I
that.
Yeah.
I hate that. They
I
asked
don't
Bryce to do
like
the
it,
same
but it
thing.
works.
I do not like when you have your quarterback turn his whole complete back, leaving him exposed. I don't like that. I wish they would not ask Bryce to do that. I do not like that at all.
Yeah. But hold on real quick. Hold on real quick, fellas. Shout out to Reality Beats for the 9.99 super chat. He says, I know we haven't seen anything from JB in the NFL, but let's be honest. We really need him to be everything we thought he was in college for us. A lot of people sound like they praying on his downfall. Yeah, me personally, I haven't heard that people praying on his downfall. I think there's more people that want to see him succeed and take over the RB1 position. To be honest, my whole take for JB is making sure that he's 100% healthy before you rush him back on the field. Just like I said after his first ACL injury and we drafted him and going into training camp, my whole premise was that he should not even play his rookie year. If he is the running back of the future and you want to justify taking him in the second round because maybe you believe that, then there's no need to rush him back. That was my whole premise on that. But the fact remains that he has torn his ACL in the same knee twice. So I love to see where he was. Would I love to see him get back to who he was at Texas? Absolutely. But we have no way of knowing that
Right now.
if he would be that guy. So um hope that he continues to stay healthy. Hope that he gets opportunity in the preseason and in the Hall of Fame game to show us a little bit of what he got, and become week one he's healthy, and however they work it out throughout the season, cool. That's how they work it out. But
Yeah.
yeah, that's how I feel on that. Go ahead, Tico.
The worst thing that I've heard about Jonathon Brooks has came from Ump. He said he need to see 100 carries first. He don't care what he do between 0 and 99. He said he need to see
Right.
100 carries first. Then he'll start to beat his chest about Jonathon Brooks. So I don't think nobody wants to see him fail. It's just you got some people that's making a. See, I think this is what people fail to realize is that because I'm the same way when it comes to bold predictions. It'll be easy to say Chuba or Chet gonna have 1,000 yards. I mean, why would you want to predict that? That ain't fun. Like I'm the one that come up. I'm the one that'll come up here and do my assessment and try to pick the best bold prediction possible. Some shit that I can stand on, even though I know that it's a high probability that I'm gonna be wrong. So when you hear a motherfucker say when Gip jumped out there and said Jonathon Brooks gonna have 800 yards, and everybody jumped down his motherfucking throat, he know that he don't know what the fuck gonna happen. He know that there's a chance the nigga can get hurt again.
Yeah.
That's his bold prediction, something he can beat his chest about if the shit actually go right. Just like I said, Mechie is my bold prediction. It's easy for you to beat a hole in that because he ain't really done nothing yet. That's the whole point of a bold fucking prediction. I can say Tet, but why would I do that? You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
that ain't nothing. So when I told y'all niggas Corey Thornton was him, I jumped out there with that and stood on that, even though it was a chance I could be wrong. But that's me. That's me letting you know my eye for the game. And I'm willing to jump out there on that edge and tell niggas the low, you know what I'm saying, the high hanging fruit, the one that's the hardest to reach. You see what I'm saying? So that's why I feel like, people I hear a bold prediction and try to dissect it a little bit too much when everybody knows that nobody knows what's gonna happen this season. That's why we need content to get there and make it to the season.
Yeah, I feel you. Poppin', what you think? What you think about that comment that Reality Beats had on there? Okay, Poppin' business. Nick, what you think?
I mean, I'm gonna say this. I do believe that
I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. I'm
oh,
back.
Oh, hold on. Hold
I'm
on,
back. I'm
Poppin'.
back. I'm
Go
messing. Go
go
ahead,
ahead.
Nick. Go ahead, Nick. I'm just messing. Go ahead.
Go ahead, Nick.
I'm just saying I am a believer that he's going to bounce back, but I do also understand we got to see and put that tread on the field before you can completely jump on the bandwagon. I am 100% understanding this dude has torn his ACL in the same knee twice, and I am a believer that he can come back on it. But I know we have to wait and see. So I'm just waiting
Yeah.
how it's gonna go down, and then
Right.
yeah, we'll go from there.
Poppin', go ahead, Poppin'.
All right, it's confession time. Confession.
Okay.
I come to the forefront.
Hold on. Let me get my oil. Okay, go
Appreciate
ahead.
it. Uh, I was not happy about taking a running back in the second round. I wasn't. I can admit
Preach.
that.
Me neither.
There was it. I didn't like because this has been the second time that we tried to jump up because we was we were trying to take a player from another team. Both times
Mm-hmm.
were from the Cowboys. Imagine that. The first one, if y'all don't remember what I'm talking about, was Terrace Marshall. Terrace Marshall. Y'all remember that guy? The Cowboys wanted him. We
Yeah.
jumped up and went and got him. The second guy, Jonathon Brooks. We jumped up and went and got him too. I don't like that. So I was hard on Jonathon Brooks. That I even gave him a nickname, and I called him Jonathon Broke. I apologize.
Horrible.
I try. I
Horrible.
try not to laugh. I
You need
try.
to splash him with that holy water for that.
Like it was stupid that the organization will go out there and get a guy who just tore his ACL in the second round pick. I would try to
Yeah.
refrain from picking on anybody's injuries. I would try my best. I'm not a saint. I ain't saying I try my best. But yes, but I've never prayed on his downfall, and I don't really hear anybody praying on the downfall. I think people are saying they don't have no faith in him because there's not that many running back with team torn ACL that came back to be what they were, expected to be. There is a few.
Yeah.
There's some anomalies.
Yeah.
You got your
Yeah.
Gores.
The
You
success
got
rate is very low, but it has
it's very
happened.
low.
Yeah.
It has happened. So that's the hope. But you can't get mad at people that's like, don't get people not having faith in him compared to praying on his downfall. That's what I would say. But if there is
Yeah.
people out there that's doing it, I mean, hey, that's their opinion. I'll try not to come up with nicknames that pertains to people injuries, and hopefully they won't make comments pertaining to him not being shit. So
Right.
yeah, that's where I stay with that.
So
My apologies.
shout out to Eternal 252 once again for the 4.99 super chat. Hey, I appreciate you, my guy. He said Panthers fans use optimism as their foundation instead of production or what we actually see on TV. There's always caveats or context. Let Brooks play first. I agree with you. I
Facts.
agree with you, Eternal. Let the man play first. Let him get his feet wet. Let him shake some cobwebs loose. It has been over 2 years since he really got some good contact. Because I always tell people when you come back and Tico, stop me from lying. When players are coming back from injury, especially say like an ACL or a ruptured Achilles or something along that line, the first obstacle is the physical obstacle. Then you have a mental obstacle on top of that. So you could say that a person is back 100% or they feeling good, 100% healthy or whatnot, but they haven't even seen no live bullets yet. They got to get that mental uh part back. That's why they say, albeit I never tore my ACL, but they say for most people that tear their ACL, it takes about almost 2 years to be completely healthy physically and mentally. Not just physically, but also mentally.
So
So
Tony, are you saying he needs a
again,
whole nother year?
no, I ain't saying that. I'm just saying
Uh-oh.
statistically what they have said. Now, there's people like Adrian Peterson came back after 9 months. There's people have come back sooner than that. But I'm just saying that is something that they have said um over the course of time. Now, I don't know what study that they did to come to that conclusion. But I do believe that there's a mental toll on you even when you come back and you feel that you are 100% healthy. When you get into that game action and you get that first contact and you try to get to that first carry, that first drive, or that first half, then the mental gets better and better. And if you survive game one, then hell, you feel extremely healthy and like you back on track come game two. So I'll say all that to say there's levels, there's steps that needs to be taken. And if he is who you say you want him to be and believe that he can be where he once was, then why rush him? Go ahead, Nick.
Listen, I want to say this, man. So I love what y'all saying right now. Love what y'all saying. I mean, I'm throwing pop in the trash can. Throwing pop in the trash
Why? Why? What I do? How much the Knicks head?
can. That man got this. That man had to be Jonathon Brooks for real.
Yeah,
Oh
that's
man.
what I called him. And yeah, hey, I mean, hey, I apologize. Like I said, I would try to refrain from calling him that. Just
Facts,
like
Major Keys.
I had Corn, JC Horn, JC Torn. I mean, I did it. I did it. I
either,
did.
either way, I am a firm believer in a lot of things, but I know I cannot be unrealistic, and I know that. And I'm gonna tell you right now, I've seen the mental
Throw them
toll.
tomatoes.
You know, even in being in the military for 20 years, I've seen the
Oh
mental
yeah.
toll the injuries can take on people especially when
Facts.
they were able to do a certain thing at one time and then they're not able to do that anymore. So I know that that is one thing that he'll have to battle. And I think, I mean, realistically, if you actually look at it, Pop, you asked him about that 2 years. He's actually hasn't played football in almost 2 years now.
Yeah, but
Mm-hmm.
my thing was off. He said off of the statistics. If one ACL takes 2 years and he tore another one, don't you have to add another year to that?
No, I think he's
No.
doing the time from
Oh,
back on field, the time back on field to being live action,
oh,
all that kind of stuff like that. So
okay.
I'm hoping that right now he's getting over the mental hurdles, and that once we see him, and we'll see him in preseason, and he'll have a couple of jitters and all that kind of stuff like that. I'm hoping that after we see him in preseason, that these jitters have gone away. He's gotten his mental battle, and he gets his confidence back in his knee. That's all of it's about, getting your confidence back in his knee to say, okay, I can still make this cut, and I'm not going to hurt myself.
Right.
And I think that is actually I 100% agree with that. And so I'm not I'm not gonna say I haven't been one of the ones that's been saying he gonna get no 800 yards. I think realistically you can only hope for maybe 500 yards this season from him and let Chuba do the
I'm
rest.
not. I hate when people do that. I wish people would listen. It's just like a newborn. You got to crawl before you walk.
Yeah.
Let that man get carries. Let him make it back to game one healthy. Do not put expectations on him.
No,
I don't
no,
understand why people are doing that. Regardless if you think he should get 200, 500, 800, how about we stick to let him be healthy first?
yeah, yeah.
Can we do that? Can we say that first? Can
Yeah,
we put everything else to the side and just say, damn, bro, we ain't seen you since 2024. Just
yeah.
come back healthy, brother.
Yeah,
Just
800
come back
yards.
healthy.
800 yards is crazy.
Yeah.
That's why I said you can only hope for it. Realistically, in my mind, for him to get like 500 yards and let Chuba do the rest.
Yeah. Go
I
ahead,
think that
Tico.
is realistic.
Uh, yeah, I think I already made my sentiment as far as what a bold prediction
Okay.
is.
Right.
So yeah, I'm always be a bold prediction guy
Yeah,
because I know the caveat. I know he got to stay healthy. That's a known. So when somebody like
Right.
Gibb say Watts Brooks having 800 yards this year, he know what he mean when he say that. He already know the
Right.
probability of that. So it ain't like it ain't like he'll bet you that. You see what I'm saying? It's a difference between, you see what I'm saying? Y'all saying be realistic. He's not being realistic. It's a bold prediction. He wouldn't
Right.
bet you that. He
Right.
wouldn't bet you 10 or 15. Probably wouldn't even bet you $5 that Brooks gonna get 800 yards.
Hold
It's
on,
just the
hold on.
optimism,
What's your bold prediction? I
like
missed it.
Eternal said. As far as the optimism, that's just an optimism. Yeah, that is an optimism type of context. But that's you have to be able to decipher between the reality conversations and the optimism conversations of a bold prediction. You know what I'm saying? You just can't just jump out the window and dab like jumped out a nigga throat for a bold prediction. That's what makes it a bold prediction. Just got there, clip it and got there, run it back, and make sure you hold a nigga to it.
Yeah. So
what was Poppin saying? I think Poppin asked me something.
Were you getting ready to say something, Poppin?
Yeah, I think I missed Chico's bold prediction. That's what I was asking. Like, what was his bold prediction?
Oh no, Zip. That was Zip. Gip's bold prediction was Brooks was gonna have 800 yards. Mine is that Mechie gonna contribute. Make this team and contribute.
That ain't even really bold though.
That ain't bold, Tico.
Niggas got number on that mug.
Try again, Tico. Give me another one.
No, what you mean, nigga? Niggas don't even think Mechie making the team.
That ain't bold. No,
I predict he probably gonna make the team.
You see what I'm saying?
If you got niggas that saying Mechie getting cut. Hold on, Tico. Hold on. Hey, that's his opinion. If he feel like if it's bold, hey, that's his opinion. And quite honest, to be quite honest, I'm of that mindset as well. I don't know how many times I gotta
when
say
Mechie got signed, Tony, everybody was on the podcast when PP went live when we signed Mechie.
Yeah. Listen, the man
and nigga was like, man, what are we doing? Are you serious? Are y'all glazing? That nigga ain't done nothing. He ain't even gonna make the team. That's why it's a bold prediction to read. Go back to PPP live when we signed him.
Listen, hold on. The man's coming off 2 ACL injuries. We have not seen him, but in two games, he has 9 carries total for 21 yards in over 2 seasons. So I think it is fair to say that anything outside of him just being healthy and being ready to go week 1, I think is like a bold prediction, because I don't know, I'm not gonna say that because I don't wish injuries on anybody, but the fact remains, again, like I said, everybody have a high expectations of him based on what he did at Texas. I get all that.
I'll be right back, Tony.
Yeah, it's not like we have seen him on the field for 2 years. We haven't seen him at all, really, if you want to size it up and put a number on it, that really justifies anybody's expectations. I just want people to be realistic, because if you believe that he can get 600 or 800 yards and then he turn around and he only have 300, then you gonna say he failed you. Well, that's crazy. You failed yourself by having those high ass expectations, in my opinion. That's how I feel.
I was just giving T. Cole a hard time. That's all.
No, I feel you. I feel you.
Want him to spill some of that tea, some of that coffee, get him a little riled up a little bit. Get the energy going.
I'm 100% with Poppin on this one. I need you to put a number on that thing for Mechie. Fuck that contribute shit.
What's up, Will, my brother? What's going on?
All right. As a fanatic, I am going to place unrealistic expectations on everybody on the team.
Let's go. All
it's
right.
just how I am. I'm sorry. Tony, you are an analyst by trade. That's a trade craft that you own. Hey, you can look at you can all you want. I am sorry.
I deal with facts in realistic situations day in, day out. That's the only way I know how to look at it.
And I hated going into the 2 shop for that exact goddamn reason. They be like, "Hey, you gotta go behind the damn go behind the wall and talk to them." For what?
Yes, sir.
They're a bunch of goddamn negative Nancy's over there.
Look, we sift through enough BS on a daily. Don't nobody want to deal with that all day long. Give me the facts. Give me a clear picture. Give me a clear understanding of what's going on, and then we can
I'll
formulate
go in
a
there.
plan from there.
I'll go in there with some of the most optimistic operational context. Walk out that motherfucker and be like, man, they can go to hell. I can't stand them motherfuckers, man.
You can go to hell with that 2K from scrimmage too.
I'm sorry. Hey,
Oh God.
but honestly,
Yeah.
I know what you mean when you let Jonathon Brooks get healthy. I think if he comes out of training camp healthy and he starts week 1, I think that he's going to have a healthy season. I know that's
yes, SC. Dream on, brother. Dream on, SC. Go ahead, Will. My bad.
I think if he comes out of training camp healthy, he going into week 1 healthy, I think he will have a good season. And what that good season is, I don't rightfully know. If I as a fan in me, I would love to see 500 yards from him from scrimmage. If I can get that this first season, of course, a lot of the fans gonna be like, we paid a first round, a second round draft pick for 500 yards in 3 seasons. This is bullshit. You know how you know.
So you see where I'm going.
Right.
Right.
Yeah, I know,
right.
man. Golly, man.
Real quick. Hey, shout out to Zip. Do it all for that $5 super chat. Hey, what up with your big Zip? Hey, I appreciate you for the $5 super chat. He said, I see a complete running back in JB. Even his confidence amongst his ability to play the position, he is as confident as they come without injury. He is a dog. Hey, I agree with you, Zip. Appreciate that $5 super chat. I think I have repeated myself more times than I care to. Go ahead, Will.
Yeah, I get it. Yeah, but I mean, you know how it's gonna get, man. It's gonna be the hot take guys and the negative Nancy's and all of that. But I really think that he's gonna do well this season. I really do.
And I hope so. I want people to completely understand that I hope that we get everything that people want to see out of Jonathon Brooks. I'm just not going to have any expectations when it comes to a certain number of carries or a certain number of rushing yards. I just want to see the brother come back and be healthy from day one. That's what I want to see right now. But y'all, everybody can dream. Hey, I don't want to kill nobody's dream. Everybody can continue to dream big. Keep your optimism high. All that good stuff. I know. Don't let me be a dream killer.
Tony, let me ask you something. This a question. So you used to work in the 2 shop?
Yes.
So you was the weirdo in the 2 shop.
Yeah, pretty much the weirdo and the asshole all in one.
Hey,
me.
don't ever go into the 2 shop with an operation that you think that's gonna hit. Hey, they gonna come out that motherfucker with a whole bunch of red marks on it. Man, I can't stand these dudes, man.
There's more to this story that I don't understand. Why you got to be the weirdo to work in the tool shop?
You telling me? Because when I say so, I'm gonna just let you know. In the military, we quantify each other by which section you work on. The 2 shop is. I'm gonna just tell you, the 2 shop is full of a bunch of weirdos.
So, a bunch of damn Poindexters that always think they know every goddamn thing.
So that would mean that Tony had to be the outlier. Because
you know what? So now you get why he's so fact-driven, thought-based analysis guy.
Yep, I got it.
It makes sense now, right?
Tony, I ain't know that. Why you tell me, Tony?
Oh, well, shit. I thought you knew. I thought you knew, Nick. Yeah,
I
that's
did not know.
yeah.
I did not
Yes,
know.
I ran the S2 shop. So my first unit was 20th Engineer Brigade. And I ran that S2 shop for a little over a year. It was in complete disarray when I got there. We had security clearances and everything backed up for like 5 months. So there was a lot of things I had to smooth over with the DOD. Because back then fingerprints was done manually. You
Yep.
had to roll your finger on the ink and roll it on the ink card. So you send that off for a clearance, and people can't go do their 1-year hardship tour in Korea and all this. So because you had to have a secret back then. So yeah, there and then on the 525, I ran the S2 shop for 8 years. Then I was second in command in the S2 shop in SOCOM. Yeah. I've been around.
Oh yeah. Hey, I'm gonna let you know. Hey, if you seen a group of weirdos together, the S2
Yeah.
shop. Hey, the only other people that I classify at the same level as the S2 shop weirdos is daggone satellite people in the signal world.
Yeah. It's not the same, Joe. The S2 shop is intelligence.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead, Nick.
Yeah. So the satellite people in the signal world, them are some weirdos too. So
Yeah,
when you
they are.
when you get somebody like Tony, you be like, when they take you there in the S, you like, you did S2?
See, don't let Will fool you because he started off with Signal. So yeah,
Yeah.
they hold jargon and acronyms is like completely different from everybody else in the army. You definitely can't understand what the fuck they be talking about. But
Hey, somebody else is a
digress.
signaler too. Hey, we got 2 combat signalers on here now.
We both are. I am too.
Oh, Nick is too.
Yeah.
Oh, I ain't okay. Y'all want to call me weirdo, right?
No, it's different though. When so for me, especially with my MOS, there was like a bunch of us that was just cool. But when you get into a 35 Sierra, 90% of them are weirdos.
So you 35 Sierra. When I first went in, it was 96 Bravo. Now it's 35 Foxtrot. So
yeah. I was a 25 Bravo, so I was
25 Bravo. Okay.
Yeah, I was in there fixing. Hey, you need me to fix your computer? I had friends everywhere. S2 shop.
Yeah. But let's get it back. Let's get it back to football because we don't want to leave popping out. My bad, popping. My bad. That's what happened when you get a bunch of old heads
I don't
together.
know what kind of language y'all was speaking, but all right.
Hey, shout out to SC Panther Boy 803. Been a member for 23 months. I know that's for CJ's channel, Carolina Armchair GM CJ. A shout out, appreciate you being a member, SC, and hopefully you guys will be a member of Unbiased Opinion Sports Talk for that long as well. Hey, we've been in here over 3 hours, man. If you haven't do so, please. If you haven't done so, please show support to the show. The QR code is in the top right corner on the screen. You can scan that QR code and show love to the channel. There's also a pinned message in the YouTube chat for the PayPal link. If you do donate, please let me know in the chat so I can properly shout you out. I greatly appreciate it. All right.
I got a question for you,
Did you get my
Tony and the
PayPal?
panel.
Yeah, I shot you out. Yeah, you didn't hear me?
No. I just make sure you got it. I don't care whether you shot me out or not.
No, yeah, I got it, and I shouted you out for the $15 PayPal gift. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It ain't I don't need the accolades. I'm just doing it for for the content.
Yeah. Gotcha. So one other question before I get out of here. How should Brad Idzik use the running game to create easier answers for Bryce Young without becoming predictable? Papa, you go first.
Um, well, for one, I think he needs to know, in which I think this is where he might have a struggle with. I think you got to know your personnel. You got to
Yeah.
know what running backs can do what and in what situation. What do they require for them to be successful in order for you to put them in the game plan for whatever now? Do you know that? And that's why when you asked that question earlier about
There you go,
will
Zip. Go ahead,
Bryce
Papa. I'm
Young
sorry.
and the running backs be under one structure, well, it's kind of hard to know because you don't have really any tape on Jonathon Brooks. You don't really have anything with Trevor Etienne because he doesn't get any snaps, and Dillon ain't been around for 2 years. So I really don't know how to, you know what I'm saying? Is like I said, it's gonna be a struggle to try for him to figure it out because you don't have much to go off of. You just gotta kind of just he needs to visually in his mind when he's sketching out these plays, he needs to know why they're doing practice. Which each one is good at. He has to believe in that and he has to be able to call it and execute that. That's why I would rather have running back by committee. I do not think it should be on Chuba's shoulders. I don't think it all should be on Jonathan Brooks' shoulders or anybody else's. There needs to be concepts that he can that he can expose the defense with using the talent that we have with those running backs.
Okay. All right. Hey, real quick, Eric Bless a 13B here. Oh, you one of them cannon dudes, one of them crew members, huh? Yeah. You riding
Red
around
leg,
them
cannon
Abrams.
cocker.
Yeah.
Hey,
Damn.
why y'all lie? That's
Damn,
what it
Will.
is. He's a red leg.
Yeah, I know. I know that. Okay.
We know.
The hell is a red leg?
Oh God. Hey, Eric Blair know what it is. He know what it is.
Say
But go ahead, Will. You respond to that question about Brad Idzik and the running game creating easier answers for Bryce without becoming predictable.
I think that the running game has to be an extension of the passing style of the offense. Um, as
Yeah.
you like we watch some of those games. We know that Chuba can catch the ball out of the backfield when his hands work, but it seemed like Jonathon Brooks can like that. That's part of a skill that he has. So we gotta make that a part of the extension, getting the running backs in space to allow our O line to get up to the second level. I think will be beneficial because that means that they would have to not only think that they can run the ball between the tackles, but
Mm-hmm.
we can also stretch the defense with the running
Right.
game and passing the ball. So I
Right.
think that that's what I'm hoping that's why I wish that I was in training that we could go to training camp and I could sit next to T Cole and then sit next to you and learn some things about what we should be watching as the offense is on the field.
Right. Nick, go ahead, Nick.
Hey, so I actually like the way that Pop put it. I do think he needs to, because that is the one thing that I listen. I know y'all say I be out there for Canales and all that kind of stuff like that, but that is the one thing that I do feel Canales did struggle with. I don't think because
You talking about creating easy answer for Bryce?
no, I think because when the way that he put it, he talking about knowing and putting the personnel to do the things that they need to do, and
Oh, okay.
which personnel should run the plays and all that kind of stuff like that. I think that is something that Canales did struggle with. So I'm hoping that we can see something better with Idzik. I hope he doesn't pick up that bad I ain't even gonna say, I don't want to say bad philosophy. I want to say bad. I just think Canales got to say anybody can do anything. Anybody can do anything, and I don't believe that's true. And I think that there's are certain things that certain people are good at. I do think that he will. I don't know. Look, just like Tony is. I'm a numbers guy. I look at the numbers and I'd say like this: 40% of the time, y'all know that freaking first time play callers get off on people. Did y'all know that? That shit crazy. I looked at it and I was like, for real? 40% of the time, first time. But it's because nobody knows their tendencies. Nobody knows what they're gonna do. Nobody knows what they're prone to do.
It's almost like a rookie quarterback coming in, first round draft pick. Nobody has tape on you to understand what you do and what you don't like to do. But once they get that full year of tape, that's why the second year is typically harder than the first year. So all we have to do is just look at CJ Stroud. Yes, granted, they have been to the playoffs every year that he has played, but from a quarterback standpoint, he has digressed year after year from that rookie season. Same thing with Jaden Daniels in Washington. Had a breakout outstanding rookie year. The injuries caught up with him, so I think that was the major factor when you're talking about Jaden Daniels. But even when he was healthy and was in games that second year, it didn't look the same as it did the first year. Like the first year looked like he couldn't do no wrong. So when these guys get enough game film on you, they have experienced what you can and what you can do. That second time around typically is a little bit harder than it was the first time.
And insert the Tyler Shuck conversation.
Oh God, no.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
No, sir. We are not about to have that conversation. This
Hey,
is not
I
a
know
Saints
we not.
podcast.
I know. That's a whole different conversation. I'm just saying
Can I
because
ask y'all a question? After
yeah,
you.
no. I'm just saying is the same thing happened with the Atlanta Falcon quarterback. He played 3 games. And they swear he was the future, right? Tyler Shuck played 8 games. They think he the future. We will see. Time will tell.
Yeah. Hey Nick, somebody calling for Howard for you, man. They say you a turn say you a numbers guy now.
Listen. Having an opinion, an opinion about a person doesn't take away to the fact that I move with most things with logic. I have an opinion about a player. I ain't gonna say that. You can have in my opinion might be biased. It might be biased because I watched this player all throughout college. I watched some of his high school game, and I know he got a weakness. I know that player got a weakness. I don't know why in the NFL people don't expose that weakness more, but I know he got a weakness.
Right.
Well, maybe
And I know
maybe they have strengthened their weakness. So
I mean, they've
maybe
hidden
that's
it.
why.
They've hidden it very well. I won't take nothing away. He has been with some great coaches, and they've helped him hide that weakness. But I know it's there because I've seen it in the NFL too. But anyway, either way, that's me having an opinion, and that's not me saying that the numbers don't say what the numbers say. But I still don't believe that dude is that. That's what that
I
is.
got a question for you, Tony, and if anybody else wants to answer, I know.
What's up, Poppin'? Go ahead.
Has Bryce Young been unlocked? That's my question.
I don't think so. Okay. I don't think so. Like I said, like I've always stated, there's things that he can improve on by himself that has nothing to do with the head coach, the coordinator, or the offensive weapons or the offensive line. I'm just talking about solely him. There's things that I feel he needs to get better at. As far as being unlocked, that's a broad question. Because It can mean different things for different people. Um, until you see or until you feel like he has total command of the offense, um, and progressing to become like a Patrick Mahomes or a Josh Allen, and I'm not talking about their physical traits. I'm just talking about the mental aspect of it and what they can do from the time they break the huddle to the time the play ends. Being in full command. Um, I don't think he's there yet. I do believe he's well on his way. Um, he had, like Will said earlier, he definitely has overcome some adversity. Year one, I wish I could give him a mulligan for it, but the facts are the facts. You know what I'm saying? It's happened. I can't look that. But year two, it didn't look like it after the first two games. He got benched. He looked like a shell of himself from his rookie season. I don't know what transpired or what kind of conversation was had, but I do know when he did come back, he looked like a different player. And from that point forward to right now, I think that is a different version of Bryce that you want to see continue to progress, grow, and become a better player. So if you really look at it, if you really want to break it down, he really only has had a little over a year and a half of true production. I mean, if you really want to just break it down and look at it that way, I don't think that's enough time to have fully unlocked him. Go ahead, Nick.
Yeah. Bryce Young unlocked? Nah, I don't think so. I think he still got work to do. But he got work to do. That's all I'm gonna say on it. That's like he got work to do.
Eternal said, "What the fuck does unlocking Bryce mean?" Go ahead, go ahead, Will.
Well, eternal, that means whatever you make it be. That's why it's such a broad question. It
Right.
is whatever you want it to be.
Go ahead, Will.
So I interpret that as the entire playbook is open to them. He has the ability to make changes at the line of scrimmage. He has access to the full suite of tools, and he should be able to produce with that, right? That's what I would mean by unlocking him. So, like, if you come in and you're a rookie, they're only going to give you what you can handle. He should be able to know the front all the way to the back of that playbook and everything in between. He should know the tendencies of everybody on the offensive scheme. Everybody should be looking at him to be able to turn a wrong into a right. All those things,
exactly.
all of those things, I think makes him capable. I think he has everything he needs. I think he has all, when I'm talking about not everything that the Carolina Panthers gave him, all the tools internally himself to do that work. He should be unlocked this season, and we should truly be able to get a very valid assessment. He has a number one wide receiver. He has a 1,000-yard running back. He has a top 15, top 10 O-line, depending on who does the analysis. He may have a top 10 defense. Literally all the tools are in place for him to be able to display what it is that he actually can do. So yes, Poppin, I think he is has everything he needs to be unlocked on the field.
So did we answer your question for you, Poppin?
Yeah, it wasn't a right or wrong question answer. Like I
Right.
put
No,
in
I
the chat to
understand.
eternal. I wanted to hear your interpretation. And
Yeah,
sometimes you need those type of questions. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, and tell Eternal, Joe Montana, Brett Favre, and Tom Brady and Dante Culpepper ain't never played for the Panthers, so I didn't grow up saying unlocking them whatsoever. I really didn't give a damn.
Yeah.
I don't think I gotta tell him. I think you just told him. But yeah.
Okay, my bad.
Hey,
Like,
hey, and in Eternal, Bryce had to develop. How does that land with you?
Yeah, don't make Eternal crash out. Don't do that. I'm gonna get him later though, because I know he's gonna be on Unk channel. So I'm gonna jig at him later.
oh, yeah, stab him in
Yeah.
the kidneys a little bit.
It's about to get emotional. All right, man. We're about to get out of here, so I'm gonna give my little closing statement. You know what I'm saying? Before we get out of here, if y'all want to hang back and backstage, once I shut it down, you know, y'all cool to hang out backstage. All right. But I appreciate you guys being on the panel. Nick, Poppin, Will. Always appreciate you guys, man. Appreciate you showing love. Yeah. Appreciate you guys showing love, man.
You're welcome.
All right. So the Panthers don't need Bryce Young to come out here trying to be a superhero every Sunday. What they need is a dependable operator, someone who understands the situation, handles protection, distributes the football, manages the pocket, and makes the right decision when the defense changes the picture. At the same time, the running back room has to bring balance, efficient running, pass protection, and versatility without relying on one player to carry everything. This all comes down to whether Bryce and the run game can function as one structure. They shouldn't have to carry the offense separately. They need to make each other better. That's what we'll be watching in training camp: the command, efficiency, protection, and how this offense handles real football situations. Well, that's it for today. Thank you for tuning in. I hope everyone enjoyed the show. Again, if you did, scan the QR code on your way out. Show love to the channel. I greatly appreciate it. There's also a pinned comment with the link to the PayPal. If you do show love, I don't shout you out today. I will make sure I shout you out tomorrow. Tomorrow's episode will be talking about the wide receivers and the tight end. So yeah, I think that would make for an interesting conversation going into the weekend. Okay. If you didn't, share with a friend, a family member, and don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe. Even if you want more, consider becoming a member on Patreon. The links are in the YouTube description, and also to subscribe to my YouTube channel. All right. I'll catch you next time. And until then, keep pounding.